Hello, this is another Draw Steel episode, but this one I am not a part of. This one was filmed in December, and if I wrote the date down correctly, it's because I was celebrating my toddler's third birthday. So I am not in this one, but that means you guys get to see a behind the scenes look of what the director's chair kind of looks like on the codex. Although, do note, lots has changed in the last few months with the codex. I think they just released the official version and like the character sheet is all different and everything. So, just keep that in mind that this is a little bit older. Hopefully, you guys still enjoy this even if I'm not there. I don't bring that much to the table anyway. So, without further ado, let's dive into the episode.
Take two, go.
We are actually back now this time. And we're here with our heroes who are inside the mage tower of Verkor, the orcish mage. We have moved our campaign to the pre-built Delian Tomb adventure, which is being created by the DM Hub team as part of the Codex. And so you'll see, for those watching after, you'll be seeing my screen. So you'll see all of the journal and how all that interface works. And I'll be able to see what the players are seeing via Adam's little screen share that I have. So that'll be nice. So for example, I can show you guys some art that they included to sort of display the mage tower. So last time we were here, well, 2 sessions ago, you guys were able to figure out how to enter. Thank you, Yannicka. Very good. And
it definitely wasn't that big door on the side of the building.
yeah, that door didn't exist.
We couldn't find.
Yeah, that door did not exist when you guys first got to the tower. So it's a little bit, it's a representation, right? It's not the exact thing. But Yannicka was able to.
I gotta say though, Justin, this is exactly what I pictured whenever you described it. So high praise.
Excellent. Hey, it's a shivvy. So
sorry.
No. So Flight of the Navigator style, the side of the tower melted away, and you guys were able to get in. One of the adventurers, Grovara, upon entering the first floor, took a little peeky poo behind some curtains, not curtains, but like hangings on the wall. And you guys had to fight some glass spiders, and there was webs everywhere. Last session, you ascended to the second floor of the tower and met a bunch of civilians who had been captured there and were being used as workers. After talking to the captives, you sent them back down to the first floor, which was now relatively safe after having dispatched all the glass spiders. And you lured 2 ogres and their molar, which are basically like pig, rat, mole, agglomerations, down to the second floor where you could ambush them and fight them on your terms. That went very well for you guys. Afterward, you went up to the third floor, where you discovered a large hole in the east wall of the tower, where you would expect to see outside and this picturesque forest scene. Instead, you just see a black void, which helps explain how this tower is bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. It's in some other extraplanar or extra timescape space. After investigating this go ahead.
No. Nothing to me. I said it's the tower blue because you said it's bigger on the inside.
Oh. So after that, you guys found a journal that unfortunately none of you guys could decipher, along with some recipes and other ingredients for those recipes, to include a portable cloud, I believe, and one other thing. And after that, you guys went up to the 4th floor, where you saw Verkor, the orcish mage. And here we go. Let's see if that's working there. There we go. You saw Verkor, the orcish mage, and one of his valued dwarf artisans that he had captured from the dwarf caravan that had entered into the town. If you guys recall, Murkik, the dwarf, was the original person that sort of drove you to come out and go to this tower in the first place. So, short negotiation there. It ended in a very much Han Solo style, like boring conversation anyway, and we decided to draw steel at the end of that session. And so with that, I will take us to the Mage Tower map via the journal, and I will put you guys inside the starting area. Eventually. There we go. Okay, so you guys should be being taken to the same floor that we were in. And you will see upon entry a yellow box. So that is your starting area. So feel free to move your tokens anywhere inside that starting area before I hit the draw steel button.
Well, I think I know where I'm supposed to be.
When did the zombies appear? Okay. Oh, I think they're already in there. I think I'll stay typically at the back.
Okay, very good.
Especially, might want to draw someone past Vic. Anyway, okay.
Okay. All right, team. I will. Okay, where's this? There's cool buttons and stuff. It's like hide hero start area. There we go. And now, as you guys draw. What's up, Paul?
I said Verker was in the other seat before.
That's all right. It's you know what? Don't worry about it, man. All right.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
Just like, would you guys
reaction? He wanted the other seat, so shut up.
Sheesh. I've lost all verisimilitude now. Last time we played.
Not even believable
broken
anymore.
Yeah, it's totally unbelievable now.
This update shattered the campaign.
Yeah. So you guys draw forth your weapons. Verkor stands up. If you guys recall, he had this very like lazy sort of like, ugh. Well, I suppose it's time to kill my new visitors, and we're going to draw steel. Wow, I don't want any of these guys in this combat. Oh my god, why is everybody in here? I don't want all these monsters. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna do it the old school way.
I'm gonna go work on my next character sheet.
There we go.
This ain't gonna go well.
Right. Okay, so we're gonna have you guys roll for initiative. Who's gonna take care of that?
I'll go.
I'll do it. Okay, good. I don't have to. Oof.
Is that a win? Did we win? No,
Doesn't look
we
like
lost.
Now we can blame Windermere if it goes badly. For that
We all,
one
but
roll.
that means we receive in the second half. So that's actually what we want.
What? What's happening with the good guy portion of the carousel up there? Though we're all duplicated.
So we
That's
just get double
interesting. I do
turns.
not know.
Yeah. I just didn't know if we had like double tokens sitting somewhere.
No, maybe.
Ooh,
I don't think so. But now there's
good.
only one of you each. Took care of it. Okay, so you guys lost initiative.
What the heck?
So I start of a counter. All right, so Verkor is a special kind of a creature called a rival. You guys haven't encountered a rival yet, but they're special NPCs that are usually more of a part of the story, and Verkor is going to choose one of you to be his rival. And when that is the case, each the NPC and the player, when they roll abilities against each other, you roll an extra 1d3 on top of the normal power roll. So basically you guys can slug at each other even harder than you normally would be able to. Verkor looks the most castery person, and so he's going to pick Yenneca. I tried to pick Yenneca. All right, there we go. Excellent. Well, we'll see if it works. I'm trying to skip it, but it's not letting me. I think... Okay. Probably should have tested this before we started today. Anyway, I'm going to choose Verkor to go first. Verkor has his big staff, and he's just like, ugh, and he waves it. Why can I not skip this rival thing? Please. Thank you.
I had to click it a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
all
had to
right,
skip
okay.
it twice to get it to disappear.
All right, so I'm starting with some malice here, and what you guys see is he waves his staff, and the ground beneath Vic and Innerbeer begins to inundate, and he's going to use his The Earth Devours ability in order to try and capture the two of you.
Don't like that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna roll dice here. Ooh, 8 damage, and both of you are restrained.
Don't like that.
Save ends, and let's see, shift 1 square. So, okay, there we go. Accept result. Okay, so both of you guys are restrained. As the ground basically comes up and just like grabs both of you guys, and that is his main action. He is going to let's see, he's gonna move over here and try and take some cover. And he's like, haha. He's gonna make like lots of very arrogant noises as he runs around the corner there. I don't think he has any really great maneuvers. And I used some malice, and I'm gonna end his turn. All right, over to our heroes.
Vic, do you want me to mark Vercor for you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I will go.
That'll help for sure.
I will. I can see this guy. Yeah, I have a line to his square. I'm going to mark Vercor and be like, don't worry about these guys. Focus on the leader. I'll take care of them. And I will knock 2 arrows, split them, and do that.
Or.
Okay.
And I wonder how far I can move. Alright, let's try to draw some fire away. Okay.
All right.
Oh wait, I can't wait, I have to hang on.
You're
I was
restrained, dude.
I have to.
Yeah.
It says saving throw, so I can't move.
Yeah. So you were. Sec.
Yeah, looks about right.
Yeah, you were not the same
And
level as him.
then so I make the save. Ooh,
Oh,
What
how
the
did you
heck?
move down there?
that was, I have no idea. I didn't do
Okay,
that.
there we go. All right. So
Um,
yep, please make your saving
so-
throw. You didn't make it, so you are still restrained.
Oh, okay.
Yep, your speed is 0. You can't use the stand-up maneuver, and you can't be force moved. You have a
Gotcha,
Bane
I
on
didn't get
ability
the-
rolls. Might
whatever.
usually test abilities. Okay. All right, so you will remain restrained then. All right, it's my bad
Okay,
guy's
so I try to
turn.
run and I can't.
Yep. All right.
I noticed that Bassett is on Team Enemy, by the way. Just like we
Yeah, they're on team, not you guys, right?
Ah,
So this one just got
Oh, so
hit by
just go-
Inavir, so he's gonna go, and then he's gonna use his action to clobber you as he just like tries to zombie grab on you. Let's see, he has an edge because you're restrained. That's a 17 plus, and you are grabbed by this zombie. All right, so he just grabs like just around like your chest, we'll say, as he shambles over and tries to get you, and then he's going to use his maneuver to aid attack on you, as he's holding you in place, and that is it for his turn.
Yannicka, you got anything fun you want to do?
Nothing I need to do immediately, so if you want to get into a better position.
I can't get into a better position.
Oh,
So, yeah.
okay. So, let me just see what's the range of my attack. So I've got like a range of 10. But this bookcases here and they're thick, right? I can't see through them, so I'd have to see him by being somewhere up here to get, or at least level with Vic, or past it, right?
Yes.
All right.
I mean, can you see him?
Okay. I wouldn't think so
Justin,
from where I am.
was that like messing with the ground, like a temporary thing that it's not like difficult terrain anymore because of what he did, right?
It is a. Let me double check. Yeah, so the Earth Devours, yes, it is difficult terrain for you guys until the end of the encounter.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't ask about that after Yannicka moved.
Yeah, actually,
Is there like a box so we can visualize like where that space would be?
Yeah,
you put the where did it?
Let's see, where's the difficult
Or you could just tell us
terrain?
which squares.
Yeah, hold on one sec. Building editor, floors.
It was a 3x3 square, and it was either from my square to the one below Innovir,
Yeah.
or it was from the square above me down to Innovir.
Yeah, it was right here.
Cool.
And then I can just sort of, I'll just change right there. Bam, there you go. That's all difficult
Perfect.
terrain now.
It's very fancy looking too. All right,
Ah.
so
Yeah, I just changed it, but I don't know why it won't let me just, I'll draw, I will instead,
Can you use that yellow rectangle from before?
yeah, I can just draw, I think, somehow. Let's see. Or better yet, I can do something, like, fun. Go. And then I'll just make it difficult terrain. And everything is good. There we go.
Nice.
all right.
All right, Yen. Click your swords, please.
Oh yeah, you get your points with a die roll.
Yep.
All right, so 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. I could go 1. So
It's
go on
nice
this, I
that the
can
fireworks
get-
outside, and both of my dogs just came in here to hide with us.
So if I would go to this square, Justin would be okay saying I could peek Velcro around the bookcases.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I will do that. And we will cast. That was my move. My main action. I'm going to cast Materialize on him.
A new ability.
So, yes. So he's going to have something fall on his head. Basically,
Okay.
I picture. Every time I think this skill, I just picture like a giant anvil from like the Looney Tunes cartoon just landing on his head. So, and I'd probably go with something like that, or a kettle,
All
or
right.
a pot cauldron. Or something.
Does he hold up an uh-oh sign when he sees the anvil coming?
100%.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, and I get the rivalry bonus. Nice. It already calculates that.
Mhm.
Alright. Let's see what we get here.
Oh.
Oh, it's not. So he can have 10 damage. Oh, accept result.
Whoa. So, like, the anvil just goes... Ah! Oh!
And people that get Paul's Looney Tunes reference will be the same people that get Justin's Flight of the Navigator comment from earlier.
Yeah, 100%. All right. And Interveer uses a tactician ability to guide that anvil landing on Vercor's head.
What?
Yeah.
All right,
I'm going to
anything
use
else,
my
Ian?
maneuver. Yeah, I'm going to do Accelerate on him.
Oh, okay.
There's a target reach. Actually, I can do that to Vic. Would that get him out of difficult terrain? Wait, we might.
I can't
we might
move,
still do it.
so I'm
Yeah,
restrained.
but I can move you.
Oh,
Ooh.
I'll do this. I'll move Vic. So I'll do this and move. I can move Vic 2 squares. So, Vic, would you like to go?
if you're gonna move me up there, oh, I get the pick. Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
Oh, cool.
And I think that is the end of my turn.
All right, very good. I think though, yeah. Let me. You know what? Let me think about that.
Can you be
'cause-
force moved? Because
No, you
that's what
cannot
that
be
is,
force
right?
moved if you're restrained. It just lets him move. His speed is 0. I don't think Yeah, because he would be shifting, and he can't shift, Paul.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll just
Yeah.
move Verkor to 2 squares close to the circle, so he's further away. Because just so, but,
Alright.
yeah, sorry, Vic. I thought
Where do you want him to move?
Can I
No,
wait?
you're fine.
So can I just do maneuver again? Let me see. So I can't target Verkor. I need to.
Just hold down where you want him to go.
All right, put in.
All right, let me. All right, what does it say? An
Alright.
ally, or does it just say any creature?
It says the target immediately shifts up to a number of squares equal to your reason score. Does it
Yeah,
say?
but what can you
ally?
target?
Well, now I can target the zombies and my teammates. So I can
Alright,
and I
I'm
target
just-
Bastard.
Hold on. Tactician talent. First level
Well, plus, isn't
features.
shift something that you do? So, like, if you're basically granting
Mhm.
somebody the chance to shift, you're not forcibly moving somebody.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
target
is what
shifts
it
up to a
sounds
number
like.
of squares. Yeah, exactly. So the
Yeah.
target, they can basically they can shift if they want.
Yeah, you're giving somebody a chance on your team to get out of danger. Is
Yeah.
what it sounds
Alright.
like. You're letting them back
Alright,
out of a fight if they need to.
That's fair. In that case, then it wouldn't really be applicable then, because I'll just
Yeah.
I'll so that's fine.
Okay.
If you want to
anything else?
let Innovir do it, he can get some distance off that zombie.
Interview is also restrained.
Yeah, they're both.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he got out of it. That's right. That's right.
No.
My bad. Sorry.
Yep.
You should move the one zombie with. Oh, you can't forcibly move them. I was gonna
Okay,
say
I'm
move
moving
zombie
on from
between
this.
us.
Maybe
All
next
right, this zombie moves over, and he's
But there was
going
one more thing to discuss.
No, we're done. We are done.
time. One more turn.
All right, 6 damage to you as the zombie. You're sort of so Yen, you're sort of focused on Verkor, and as you do, this zombie shambles out from underneath the rug it was under before, and just you feel 2 blows come down. It tries to grab you, but you're able to, your sort of street rat instincts kick in, and you're able to maneuver out of it. Okay, so that will do it, and then he is going to use his maneuver to aid attack against you as it continues to try and distract you. And that is it for them. So, Vic, it is your turn.
Oh,
They
it just
get us out of
did
this.
it? Why am I? Oh, because I can't move because it's restrained.
Yep.
That's really weird. No, it's not lighting up any of my actions.
Yeah, you should be able to just do it.
I don't have the
I'm
swords.
not sure why
like
you.
I can't.
Yeah, I'm not
Oh,
sure
okay.
why you're grayed out. Just do your turn. It's fine.
Okay. Ooh, wait, what? That's right. I get to teleport.
Oh, and yep, teleporting breaks
Nice.
restrained.
I
like
just see
that.
all my
I like-
friends
I like
run
that a
away
lot
from me.
too. Yeah. So
Just grabbed by the zombie.
I'm-
Don't worry.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
you said you had those 2 guys to go get the leader.
I got 'em. Vic, and I
We're
still
just
got him. So
listening to you,
don't
boss.
don't you worry about me. This is all part of the plan.
Oh man. Oh, part of the okay. Yeah. So I passed judgment on Verkor, which allows me to teleport.
Yeah.
I teleport over here next to Bassa
Mhm.
and tell Bassa, help us. We can get you and your friends out of here. And then I turn and step towards Verkor and try to punch him in the face.
Bassa says, I was planning on getting out of here.
Oh, well. Then stick around and help us, you jerk.
No. Verkor's
Pain
about
for
to get
pain,
punched in
baby.
the face.
Let's see, I've got that is on. Okay, cool. Oh, come on, that's all I get? Freaking Tier 2 nonsense. Ridiculous. All right.
He's taunted.
And that is my turn. Oh, man, you're paying attention to taunts now? That sucks.
Yeah, I know, right? Keep
It
forgetting.
was really convenient when you forgot about those.
Justin, I was trying to do my additional damage thing to him, but
he
I
ended
can
it.
click it, but I
Yeah.
can't right now.
All right, so Bassa is going to run away.
Ah, you.
Justin, can you take
Yes.
the 4 from
Yep.
Verkor, and I'll take
I
a
will do it. Yeah.
focus from me. Thanks, bud. All right.
Okay, I gotta bring my side panel back.
I
There we
think-
go.
You took damage, right? So I should have taken 1 from the bond. I didn't do that.
So my window to do that is before Vic would end his turn.
Yeah, but it was weird because he didn't get a turn for some reason. It was
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the next round comes out. Bassa ran like a champion. And yeah, so that's going to do it for him. All right, now it is back to me because you guys lost initiative. Yeah, Vic, for some reason, your initiative is not showing up here. Let me see if I can...
Yeah, I'm wondering if when you deleted the one out of the turn wheel, I wonder if you deleted one associated with a different token.
Yeah, I think I deleted the wrong... yeah.
Will it let you add this token to the turn order?
Yeah, it should. Game, add selection to combat. There we go. And I have to delete the other one. Oh, nope, I deleted.
That was the wrong one?
I got it. Yeah, that was the wrong one.
Smart.
There we go. Okay, now we're
Sweet.
good.
Look, I'm here in color. Yay.
You live in color. Okay, let's see. Oh my god. What can Verkor do? Verkor... Oh, he is going to... Okay, so Verkor is going to use his ability called the Writhing Green. These vines come out of the ceiling and the ground, and they all strike at you, Vic. Dude, you have all that stability. God.
Oh no.
God, this is... Well, he doesn't... I mean, you look heavy, but he doesn't know yet, right? So he's about to find out. Oh, why is it doing this again? It's at the start of the encounter. Okay. The Writhing Green. Okay, come on, baby. Oh, he's got a Bane because it's range strike with it. All right, we'll see how this goes. Ugh, get away from me, you brute!
Yikes.
Oh, he rolled a garbage.
A 1 and a 2.
Hot garbage. Ugh, this is terrible.
Oh no, it didn't let me.
It automatically did 4 judged
It didn't-
damage to him.
Yeah, and I was supposed to be able to. Oh well, yeah, it didn't work anyway. Sorry. Whenever my judge target makes a power roll, I get the opportunity to bane them if I want to.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't.
But I
think
didn't
you
react
need-
to my little
yeah.
trigger button fast enough, and it didn't matter
Okay.
anyway.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Forgot about
Verkor is going to... Oh my god. Oh, this is terrible. He's going to run away. I don't know if he can... He's not going to be able to make it. Oh no! Because you're going to do an opportunity attack. Yep.
Yeah. And it's still got pain for pain on it.
Go ahead, Matt.
Oh,
Order that,
It
please.
hasn't gotten to my turn yet.
How much damage was that?
I saw 14 come up, but I don't know.
Oh,
Well,
my
Yeah,
God.
my
Alright.
melee free strike, 14 damage.
Oh my
He did
god.
14.
Okay.
And you can add another 4 to that, Justin.
Okay. So Verkor, he's like, oh, this is terrible. I can't believe this adventure's in my tower. And he tries to like pull you away from it. It doesn't work. And he's like, I am out of here. And he just starts booking it to the east.
Oh, hell
and
no.
And as he does so, like Vic, like just like, how do you just get your hammer around?
I mean, I was just going for like base of the spine. You know,
Mhm.
if your legs don't work, you're not running anywhere kind of thought. So
Yeah. And then Inavir,
yeah.
how do you?
He just
how do
got
you-
like a nice baseball swing.
Inavir, how do you tactician guide this blow to do that extra 4 damage?
The way I imagine it is I have pre-pointed out the weak spots, and these guys just aim better because of advice I gave them a while ago. Like, I don't
Yeah.
think it's magic
Go
what
for
I
the spine
do.
move.
Sure. Yeah.
Aim
so
for the
as you-
vertebrae.
so all of that happens, and then this is where Verkor ends up after he goes flying through the air, and like freaking straight scorpions, like his legs like
Oh.
go up like over his face.
Oh, God.
And he is He is so very dead. And with that, his two minions,
What?
basically just the magic animating them fades away, and they just flop to the ground. Bassa stops and he's like turns and like she just goes, "Oh, well, I guess I didn't need to run that fast." And yeah, so combat's over, guys. Well done. Let me grab the description here again. So we once again find
Did he
ourselves.
get hit like 3 times?
Dude,
Like,
he's a
what
mage.
happened?
He doesn't got a lot of hit points. He doesn't have a lot of stamina. All right, so
Like
Squishy boys.
I expected this fight to take the whole session. Like what?
no, that's it, man. You got in. You used your teleport to break the restrained. You got in close, schwacked him. Freaking, he got an anvil dropped on his head. And then he tried to run away, but you baseball swatted him in the middle of his back, and like that's it. So for me, that's it.
I've been hyping this up in my brain for like 2 weeks. Like, yeah, we get our first boss fight. This is gonna be awesome. We're gonna see some cool abilities. And it's just like quack. Oh damn! I hit him too hard. My bad.
Yeah.
It's like,
What the hell?
I need a new rival, please. This one's broken.
Yeah.
Right?
Them's the dice.
Oh man,
Them's the dice.
that's like the opposite of what Paul had earlier today.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, so in this room, you climbed these curving stairs up on the south end, and if you recall, the stairs to the north end just lead up into a blocked off ceiling. To the southwest to the southwest are lots of alchemical tools and things like that. There's that living area to the northwest. It has a bed, a desk, a wardrobe, and other furniture. There was a mage and a dwarf talking at a table, but the dwarf ran and the mage died. And so this is where we find our heroes at the top of Verkor's tower. Over to you guys.
Yen loops the corpse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm looking for intelligence. I'd be like curious about. I mean, I figured you'd go talk to Bassa, Vic, dwarf to dwarf, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, my initial until I started like laughing uncontrollably. My plan was for Vic to stomp over there, like, "What the was that? You pansy ass son of a!"
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've given you guys a couple of minutes to sort of talk. I'm going to start with Yenica. What do you want to do?
Oh, she's having
So
a drink.
Yenica, she reappears because she did go invisible after the zombie hit.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So, she will go and start checking out the corpse of Verkor, and then if after that, eventually she will move over to death because she's naturally drawn towards mages things. So, but she'll start
Okay.
with Verkor, so she can search his body.
All right. So you move over to Verkor and begin searching his body. So that will begin happening. And Vic, you said you were going to walk over and begin talking to Bassa.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not actually going like stomping over there screaming at him, but like
Yeah.
I'm headed towards Bassa trying to figure out like why didn't you help? Like I am pretty upset that Bassa just ran, especially when I said we can get your people out of here, and Bassa just split, like ran for the exit. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm headed over there looking for answers.
All right, Inavir.
Curious about intelligence gathering. This looks like a writing desk over here, so I'm gonna head that way.
Okay. Alrighty, well, I'm going to resolve them in reverse order. So, Inavir, you head over to... Let me pull up the adventure here just to make sure I'm not missing anything. I don't want Fort Forsaken. I want Mage Tower. Okay, so looking here on the desk, you find a lot of notes, writing. There's like a tea set there with some cold tea in one of the cups. All of the writing is in KYLIE, which is that Orcish language that I don't think any of you guys understand.
No, but we can find somebody. But I'll
Yeah.
scoop it up then if I can't read it.
Yeah, if you want to
Maybe
gather
Bassett
up
could
if you want to gather up a couple of papers and things, we'll just mark that you have those, and we'll see what we can do about it later. Also, Interviewer, if you would please go to your character and remove the restrained condition, I'd appreciate it. And then Yen, if you could do the same for your invisible condition.
Got you.
And then, as a reminder, if you guys want to spend any recoveries, you can do so freely out of combat if you want to heal yourselves up a little bit.
I'll spend one.
Yeah. And then
We get a
for
victory,
covers?
right?
yes, you guys absolutely got a victory. That was like the fastest, easiest victory I've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't.
Still counts.
Yeah.
Right.
Still
Yeah,
counts.
I think we're up to 4 victories now.
Yeah.
Kylie's gonna be so mad if she missed that fight. If he had one turn, if he had KYLIE as well, she would have gone in there and just like sliced into bits.
She'd be in here dying laughing too. Like, wait, that's what just happened.
Yeah, that was it. I don't know. Them's the dice.
Poor Virgo.
Literally. Okay.
Yeah.
Vic, you run over and you're like, hey, and Bassa just holds up her hands. She's like, look, I am not a fighter. I am a stone worker and a masoner. I had nothing to do with what you were doing.
Vic kind of takes that in a little bit, He gets it. Not everybody's cut out for swinging a hammer or a sword or anything like that, but he's still a little perturbed, and just tells him, "Yeah, that's fine." Just very, very like short with him. That's fine. Just go downstairs and check on the others. They told us you were up here with him, and I point at the corpse. Just go down there and check on your friends. They should all be waiting down on the first floor.
Thank you.
Vic,
I
before
will
you
go
dismiss
down.
her, I would like yell across. Like maybe I hear you like dismissing her and be like, make sure there's nothing useful she knows about this room or talking with Vercor.
I mean, you can, but Vic is kind of like not in the mood
Sure.
to talk to somebody who just bailed on the fight and left him hanging. Not that we
So you,
needed
like,
their help, apparently.
Stomp off.
But
I mean,
yeah, I
Vic,
basically
Guinevere,
just
do
look
wanna-
at you as I'm walking towards you on the other side of the room and just be like, fine then, you talk to him.
Yeah, like I guess like at that point realizing like I can't read any of this anyways, I just scoop it all up and I like walk back towards Vic.
Yeah. Do you want to talk to Bassa
Right.
before she goes downstairs?
Yeah, like I mean,
Okay.
I'd be curious like about the individual, but we can do Yen.
No, we'll resolve this conversation.
Okay. So Bassa, are you okay? I don't understand the circumstances of your captivity. It sounds like he wanted to make use of your services.
Yes. Vercor was not a good person. It was my life and the lives of the other civilians. Or I assist him in his endeavors to build and discover more about the tower. So that is why I was up here. We were discussing how to prevent further zombies from being formed from the energy coming from the floor above.
What do you know about the floor above? Because it looks like it's blocked off.
Yes, we blocked it off.
Hmm.
All I know is that
Okay.
previous workers who were exploring up there, and she gestures to the two bodies that you were just fighting on the ground, and there are a few other bodies that are also laying on the ground. If there was a chance when they worked on it that they would turn into those.
Okay. And it seems like Vercor was trying to solve this problem, not necessarily like he created it.
Yes, that is true. He discovered
Do
this
you think?
place. He did not build it.
Okay. Well, we slapped him around pretty good. Do you think we'd fare okay up there, or is this the kind of thing we need a lot more people to deal with? Do you think?
I do not recommend anyone going up there. This place
Okay. Well,
is
you also
not
ran
good.
from Verkor thinking this
Right.
fight was going to be a rough one for us, so I will take that under advisement. Uh, anything else that you can share with us that might be useful of your experience here, or of Verkor's plans?
All I know is that he wears a pendant around his neck. He says that his life force is tied to the tower with that pendant. What that means, I do not know.
Okay, might have to have Yen look at that. Okay, boss, that sounds good. And I would want to pat her on the shoulders, but then I remember she's like a dwarf, and I just kind of mime it for a second and okay, you're doing okay physically. You're good.
Yes. She kind of
Okay, all
looks
right,
at your
go ahead.
hands
Go to
okay. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, cultural exchange. Uh,
Yeah.
go ahead. Thank you for your assistance. Head on down if you wouldn't mind. Check on the everyone else we have down there.
I will go. And she goes down the stairs. And now we cut over.
If they didn't hear that, yeah, I would go share that with Yen when she's ready.
Okay. So, Yannicka, you hear this conversation going on in the Pfeffery as you are examining the body of Verkor. You roll him over and you find a few things on him. He's got a piece of parchment that he, for whatever reason, kept on his body, on his person. That is, it's basically a recipe or a schematic to create mirror tokens. Let me see if I can pull that up.
Sound neat.
So I think I can display this to you guys, maybe not. So I'll just read it to you guys and I'll figure out how to do it later. So a mirror token, you see the image of what it's supposed to look like when it's complete, and it's this gold-rimmed, mirror-faced coin. So maybe about that big, larger coin. And what it will do upon completion is if you're targeted by a ranged strike, you can use a triggered action to basically crush it, and you'll ignore the strike, and half of the damage that you would have taken from it goes back and and any effects they're imposed on the creature that would make the strike. It's relatively easy to make. It only takes 45 project points.
It's like a reflecting damage thing. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's a single time use, and you have enough to make. And he had enough materials on him to make one. Oh no, sorry, two.
Okay.
Maybe he should have made some of those.
They don't block hammers, Vic.
Yeah.
Or anvils.
Yeah. Other than that, you don't see. Other than that, you don't see anything of interest on his body. But hearing the conversation, you immediately recognize the amulet pendant around his neck. It's like this sort of crystal that's almost looks like one of those basalt hexagon sort of things. It's about like that big. It's pretty beefy and fairly big around, and it glows with an energy that matches that stuff that was coming out of the wall downstairs. It's like this black purple sort of haze that's going on inside of the crystal, and it rests there on his chest. Over to you.
Didn't he also say that this is the way out of the tower? Wasn't it a necklace too?
Yeah,
That was.
yeah, we gotta
we need his.
I think we have to
open the door.
smash. Either use that or smash the necklace. It's one of the two. We should probably take it down there first and smash it as the last option.
Okay, so Yannicka will remove the pendant from Verkor's neck. We'll just pocket the recipe for party loot.
Okay.
And then she'll get up.
So as Vic
there's all
stomps
this
away,
stuff over here.
Okay, so as Vic stomps away from his conversation with Bassa, a little bit frustrated, and Inavir sends her downstairs, Yenica, you're rifling through, basically literally going through his pockets for loose change, and you decide to grab the pendant. As soon as you touch it, you know, okay, yeah, this is super easy. Like, I know how to open the floor downstairs. However, as you remove it from him, the whole entire tower begins to shake. Dang it, where is it?
Here's the boss fight.
Yeah.
Guys, he was a load-bearing boss. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, he's a load-bearing boss.
Load-bearing boss. Time to go.
So the entire tower begins to like shake. Walls like begin to start to crack around you, and let's see. So as you learn the secrets of his amulet, that it can open and close the door, a magic shockwave emanates from his body, and the tower begins cracking, crumbling, and falling apart. Suddenly, a huge chunk of stone, like right down next to the stairs, that head to the lower parts of the tower, falls from the ceiling, revealing that black void above you. There's magic bolts that crackle from the tower as it begins, as it begins to collapse, threatening to fry everyone who doesn't get crushed first. The stone begins to fall away from the walls, revealing more of that black void outside of the tower. And below, you hear Bassa scream as she begins to run even faster down the tower, as she panics and doesn't have any idea what to do. And so we are going to start a montage test. And
Put it back in. Put it back.
Put it back. And I will show this to you guys. So this is how we're gonna track the montage test. And let's see. I don't know how everybody ended up on here, but let's see if I can map documents. I'm gonna close this. Let's see if I can pull up the montage test. Nope, that's the main tower. Montage test, the collapse. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to display this one to you guys. It might end up being the same one. But yeah, so here we are. And have I explained how a montage test works to you guys yet?
Not in this context of Discord.
Okay, so the way a montage test works in Draw Steel is, and they don't have like something for me to read to you guys. So you have 2 rounds in order to succeed on this test. Each of you is going to take turns. You can decide the order to try and use one of your abilities, that typically one that you're proficient in order, actually, yeah, an ability that you are proficient in order to guide your party to success. There are 3 possible results from a montage test. One is a total success. That is the case where you get to the number of successes that you need before you get to the number of failures, and before the end of those 2 rounds. A partial success is you aren't able to get to the total number of successes before the end of 2 rounds, but you have more success. I think it's twice more successes than you do failures. A total failure is you hit the failure limit before the end of the 2 rounds, or you run out of time and you have an equal number of failures or more than you do successes. So yeah, I think that's right. And we can look it up again later as well. Actually, I think I have it in my reference sheet here. Let me look at that real quick. Let's see, montage tests. Yeah, so you have to have 2 more successes than failures for a partial success at the end of the 2 rounds. Okay, so we have our available players. Yeah, I'm not sure how all these extra tokens ended up on here. I had this all set up before we started. So, if you guys look here, who would like to try and get you guys out of here first? I will give you, before we begin, some examples that they had that you guys can do, right? So you can avoid the falling rocks. You can guide everybody to avoid the falling rocks. This would be an agility. You could use alertness, gymnastics as skills to do that. You could try and move rubble out of the way, hold up a wall. Those are going to be like a might test. You can use architecture, endurance, escape artist, or lift. You can try and bind unstable magic. This would be a reason, intuition, or presence test. And you could use endurance or magic. As you guys get down, you can try to keep everybody calm. This would be a presence test, and you could use empathize, intimidate, lead, or persuade. So those are some examples of things you can do, but the only limit is your imagination on how you want to use the skills that you have. And once again, over to you, my players.
I'd probably
I should say
I'm
sitting here.
lead.
I'm sitting here looking at my skill set. Nothing you mentioned is on my character sheet. Not one.
I see a blank stare on Vic's face, and I just immediately know that this is the moment to lead, and I will try to lead everyone out of here. Like, all right, guys, party's over. Let's go.
Oh my
All
God.
right. Yeah, so you have the lead skill, so go ahead and make a presence test, and you can apply that skill. So Guinevere's up.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so these are all medium. Let's see. So yep. So what was that result?
Tier 2.
Tier 2. Okay. So so basically you're trying to kickstart and
like point
Vic and
yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna basically say, all right, guys, let's get out of here, and then start pointing out the best ways to get past this rubble, leading them through the carnage.
Yeah. Okay. So I will give you a success. It's pretty easy up here. You only have these two guys to really get moving. Any further presence tests are going to be more difficult. Okay. So Guinevere has gone. Who is up next? So you guys make your way around that big rock that's blocking the stairs and begin heading down the stairs to the 3rd floor of the tower. Who's up next?
I'll go ahead and go. The only thing I can come up with with my character sheet is I have the climb ability. And so I'm thinking, like, as rubble and stuff is falling, if we need to climb over things, get around things. I was even trying to contemplate, could I, like, just jump into the stairwell and, like, spider climb down the wall? But that doesn't feel quite right, being a big, burly, stability 3 dwarf. So...
As much as possible, you're describing how you're helping the group, not just yourself, right?
Yeah, and so I mean, like, I could climb up stuff, and I'm strong enough that I could grab the person behind me and just lift them up right behind me, no problem. So I'm like, that's kind of what I'm seeing is if we hit a blockade, then I'm kind of going the strength and climbing route.
Alrighty, go ahead, Vic. This will be a...
you can't click on the actual abilities.
Might test?
Yeah, this will be a might test. And it'll be a medium test.
Medium. Okay. And do I click skilled because I'm using climb?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Visible to everybody, roll dice. YOLO.
Oh.
Ain't mad about that.
Okay, very good. So that is
do.
definitely a success. That was a tier 3, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so you succeed on the task for that medium test with no consequences because you got that tier 3. Very good. Okay, so Vic, you are done. Yenica, it's over to you. How are you going to get everybody out of this tower?
Taking advantage of the expert leadership from Innovir and then Vic doing the coordinated lift and pull to get over some of the bigger pieces of the rubble that's falling down. Yannicka is concerned about the magic bolts cracking down, so she's going to utilize her alertness skill and just trying to identify and predict where some of the dangerous strikes might be coming and anything that might be like cracking and about to fall. So she's anticipating where anything that might be coming down to crash on someone. So she's kind of doing that.
Okay, this is going to be a hard reason test. You're trying to predict something very unpredictable.
Alright, so I'm skilled.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
all right.
Okay, so the dice tell the
Yannicka's
story.
leading us through the fire swamp.
Yeah, oh dang. Okay, well, that was quick. God, you guys are just bypassing everything today. Okay, so yeah, so Yen, as you're going down, as you guys are going down, the walls are coming down. These black tendrils of energy, like flying out, like trying to grab you. Vic basically hoists Intervere over a huge rock. Yannicka, you almost get thrown over the rock as Vic tries to hoist you up and over. You guys jump down, make your way past the molar cages, start going down to the second floor. As you do so, as you're getting lower and lower in the tower, more and more of the walls are gone as you guys are continuing through, and these black tendrils of energy, and you use your chronomancy to almost see a potential future where two of the tendrils were going to come out and get Vic and Intervere and just nail them down to the ground, preventing their escape. You seeing this future are able to apply just enough of your wafy strength in order to just move them an inch to the left and set Intervere. You push him down to the ground, and he's like, "Whoa, what the?" But the tendril goes over him and to the right of Vic, and you guys see Yannicka, and you realize what she's done as you guys get back up and run down. You've pre-positioned all of the civilians on the first floor, and they're all freaking out as the tower is literally collapsing around them, they're holding on to each other. You see a big block fall down as Bassa pushes two people out of the way and dives out of the way herself. But all of the civilians are down there and ready to get out. Yannicka, you grab the crystal and you know how to open the door to the tower. What do you do?
Oh, it feels anticlimactic to not open the door. I think she will say, "Anybody want to get out of here?" And
Yeah.
triggers the necklace. And
All
but
right.
you can't because it's now. So, no, she will open the door and then say, "All right, I've had enough time in this tower. Let's get the hell out of here." She'll
Okay.
open the doorway, or the
So-
wall, wherever the slides open, and
Yeah, so the walls melt away, revealing the normal outside, and all of the civilians and you guys begin pouring out of this tower into the out of doors, and are able to get, let's say, 40, 50 yards away as you look, and the outside of the tower looks actually fairly normal. All of the collapsing has been going on the inside of this tower, but then all of a sudden you see it begin to fold in on itself, and then just like in anime, the very it shows a thing, and then whooching, a little star animation, and then it's just freaking gone. And we find ourselves in the peaceful woods to the east of Broadhurst, having saved all of the civilians. You guys reached, you were a party of only 3, so you only had to make it to 3 successes before you got to 3 failures, and you guys did that on round 1, so very well done. You have earned you guys have earned yourselves yet another victory, and you saved all the captives.
All right, guys. See you guys next session.
Right?
is that a victory for saving all the captives too, or just
Yeah.
for getting?
So,
That's just.
sorry, go ahead.
I say, is it 2 victories? One for getting the montage test and one for rescuing all the hostages, or just one for the montage test?
No,
Just
you
clarifying
needed to save all the captives to get the victory.
Okay. So we did that.
Mm-hmm.
Inavir just breaks the tension of the crowd with well, I guess that's the way the cookie crumbles. All right, everybody, back to Broadhurst.
Really, the tower. That's the way the tower crumbles. It was right there, man.
It was right there.
It's not there anymore, Vic. It's not there anymore.
But that's the way it crumbled.
All right,
Yeah,
so you
just
take us
roll
back to the Broadhurst map. Okay, so everyone's sort of a little bit shell-shocked. Inavir, upon saying that, you see them sort of, like come back to life. So even though the tower collapsed, all of the wagons are all still there, right? Like surrounding it that were there before. What you see is that one of the humans, I believe, I don't remember if you guys met him last time. Forbin? Do you guys remember the name Forbin at all?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I know we all got infatuated by the guy with the armor. That's what I remember.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, the random character art, that
Yeah.
was the most important part.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty important.
so you see some of the guys that are dressed like merchants, they begin going to all of the wagons and the crates and things that are around where this mage tower used to be. And one of them says, "Oh yes, the leather is still here." And you see this fairly well appointed human man. He goes over. He is at one of the carts, and there's several crates on it. And so he turns and runs to you. Let's see. Well, Interviewer, you're the last one. You kind of are the ones that snapped everybody out of it. He runs up and he starts shaking your hand. "Thank you so much. Once you get back into town, talk to Harem and let him know that it's thanks to you that he's going to get his supplies in time, and I'm sure he'll reward you. My name's Forbin. Let him know that I'm on my way."
Great to meet you, Forbin. Thank you so much. Glad everyone's okay.
Yes. Okay. Oh my God. Yes. Thank you. And there's a couple of other merchants that go to their stuff. None of them are, some guys look very crestfallen. Like their stuff was in those big piles of boxes that were in the first floor, right? So all their stuff is gone into whatever void that tower was formerly occupying. And that is it for them.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Ooh. So you see a few of them sort of like head south towards the road. Some of them, and pretty much all of them, start heading into Broadhurst because they're out here with no supplies. The nearest towns are a day or two away. So everyone is headed into Broadhurst in order to rest and recuperate from being captives in this tower for at least a few days. Bassa approaches you guys, and she looks at Inavir, who tried to basically comfort her. She kind of sidelong glances at you, Vic, and is like, "You were mean to me." She goes to Inavir, and she
Maybe don't be such a little.
she sticks out her hand to you like a little bit awkwardly, like it's like straight up at you like this.
And I just reach down very gently, shake it. Like, not a limp handshake. I don't want to offend a dwarf with a limp handshake.
Yeah.
And just do, like, I try to make it as stoic as possible to keep her comfortable.
So she grabs your hand, and she's really strong, right? She's a dwarf, and she's a stoneworker. So she's got these incredibly, like, iron, like, strong hands. And she lifts your hand up and puts it back down, and then releases your hand and then puts her hand down. And
It's like one shake.
yeah, it's
one pump.
shake.
That's all you need.
One pump. That's all you get. Yeah. And she says,
What you get? You lifted up your hand and lifted up Inavir at the same time, like he's like.
And we're back to Looney Tunes.
Yeah. And so she says, "Thank you for your help. I will lead the other dwarf captives into town to see Murkik. If you see him, see us in the inn, please come talk to us."
We absolutely will. We're just going to coordinate return of all of these people with their goods, and we will see you guys shortly.
Okay, very good. So, something I did forget to mention is you guys headed out there in like the middle of the night, right? This is like a night raid.
I think so. Yeah, it's starry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, it is. I'm trying to think. Did you guys? Yeah, you. It was just late, right? It was like 10 or 11 at night, I think, when you guys decided to get going.
Yeah, 'cause I
it
think
wasn't
we-
like dead of night.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
it
We
It
weren't
wasn't
sure if we
third
were rolling
watch.
up on a camp or anything like that, so we wanted to kind of slip up on them.
Yeah. So it is like 1 or 2 in the morning right now. The only lights are sort of a waning moon, or sorry, it's a waxing moon, and the stars and like basically drifting clouds through the sky. It's very cool. Some of the folks who don't have a lot of clothes and things are like shivering, and you see them start heading back into town.
Were there any wagons or things left over? Like maybe their owners didn't come out of the tower, because I know some of them had apparently already been turned to stone, or it sounded like turned into zombies.
Yeah, so there are a lot of material is getting left behind, because
Yeah.
like you said, there were statues in there were zombies in there. Not everyone came out of there in one piece, or in
Sure.
multiple pieces for that matter. And so the mood is somber as the weight of the situation that these people were just in begins to set in, as like their lives are saved, right? Now, whereas before they were just trying to survive day by day, and that's all they could think about. Now they have time to think about what happened to maybe their traveling companions, their business partners, whoever else was with them, as you guys begin heading to the west.
So-
I think I would try and hook up one of the wagons or something and use it as our own. I wasn't looking for
Yeah.
loot, but since you said there's a bunch of material left behind, like we might as well bring that to town.
Mhm.
It can probably be useful somehow. But yeah, I would
Yeah.
at least want to grab a wagon so we have transport now if we want it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't like, given how dangerous the woods are around this town. I don't want to like leave valuable trade goods if these people
Yeah.
really are gonna miss them. Are there like horses hitched to these wagons?
No, all the horses are long gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, Vic. Me and a couple guys are gonna run a quick 10K back to Broadhurst to get some
Right.
horses. We'll be back in a minute. If you want to coordinate the slow progression towards Broadhurst, we'll catch up to you.
Where-
All right. I don't think any horses are available for immediate rental at 2:00 in the morning, because it's gonna be probably. I'm looking at the scale here. What 2 miles looks like.
It's like 6
Yeah.
miles, right?
Yeah, you guys are about 5 miles out, so that's, we'll say, about a couple of hours. If you're with all of the citizens that you were able to rescue, just to get into town.
Yannick
We
is gonna
march
give
back into Broadhurst
Yannick-
like Captain America.
Okay, I want to kick to
Oh,
I
we
want to
bring
kick to
everybody
Yen. Go
back.
ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Paul.
I say Yen's giving Yennefer a bit of a hard time because he seems like he's taking credit for saving all the villagers. When I literally, I'm holding the pendant. The pendant. I opened the wall. Like, you guys would have died if I didn't make this pendant work. But Yennefer is acting like he's the savior, Captain America. Well, I think the
It
character.
was a we. It was totally a we.
Just make sure you're behind him when you're part of the we.
I don't want to get in the way of the hair flip. So he's probably gonna make sure he's
That's right.
careful he goes
Yeah.
into town. So.
But yeah, okay. Heading back to town with the peoples.
All right. So
One of them-
over the next couple of hours, you guys make your way back into Broadhurst. I'll put you sort of on the edge over here just to represent that that's where you guys are. As you approached town, I'll just move Mira over with you guys over here. You can see that basically the only building that has any sort of lighting on the outside of it is the Featherbed Inn that has just a couple of torches burning in front of it. Do you guys try to send anybody ahead to let the town know you guys are coming? Do one of you guys run into town to try and let some folks know that you guys are coming?
You said it's like 3 in the morning. There's like, is there anybody out? You said there's just a reeve. There's not like a town guard.
Yeah,
Or
there's
is there
there's not really
people we
like a
can
town
expect?
guard. I mean, but somebody can go to like the inn and be like, hey, all these people are coming into town, and then people will be coming out in like their nightgowns and things like that.
Uh,
I just don't think that you
yes,
can arrange like renting a horse in the middle of the night. Is what I was saying.
No.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm past that.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, now I'm a little sensitive based on what Yen said, so I don't want to like tell anyone what to do or run
Yeah.
forward myself. And I was like, Yen, what do you think we should do?
Today I broke in a bit. No. So Jens say, well, I know I know we arrived with obviously this somber occasion because we did rescue everybody, but there's still a reason to celebrate because we did recover a lot of people and a lot of valuable supplies. So let's just run ahead and let people know that some of the missing companions have returned and supplies are here. So we obviously can't deal with it ourselves. We're not stonemasons, or is it just stone, or is there other supplies we got?
There's leather.
Yeah, there's all kinds. There's a wagon of leather.
Valuable stuff to this.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of
Right,
trade
so-
goods, it sounds like.
Yeah. So we would obviously greet whatever the few guards that are on duty at this time of night and see if there's a captain of the watch or captain of the grieve, and then maybe we can go and check to see what might be up. I don't know. I don't think the blacksmith will be up this early, but they probably start early because of the heat. But I don't think our blacksmith friend will be up at 3 o'clock in the morning. But
All right. Vic, any input?
No, not really. We would just be hoping to find somebody we can get horses from to go back and get that stuff, so it's not laying out. That's really the main goal at the moment, and that's just
Okay.
mostly to get it to the town so it can be put to
the person
positive
who's
use.
indebted to us is
Okay,
probably.
sorry,
gonna be the-
Paul,
right.
hold on, man. Let Adam finish the sentence, okay, before you jump in.
Yeah, sure.
Oh no, that
Sorry.
was it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, so we'll say that as you guys approach town, there's like there's a couple dozen people with you guys. And were you guys like sort of just manually pulling a wagon?
I know we had to leave it there. That's why the horses are like we're fixated on getting the horses.
I know,
We just
but I
came
mean,
back
you
with
can
the
also
people.
just like pull a wagon. Oh, so you guys just came back with the people, and you're gonna go get the stuff the next day. Okay, sounds good to me.
or as soon as
Yeah,
possible.
I mean that just made more sense
Yeah.
to me. A bunch of stuff in the back of the wagon's gonna be real hard for a person to pull.
That is
Stuff
true.
can be
It would
replaced.
have taken groups of us.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so you guys are Captains America, like slow motion, like walking into the town with 24 survivors behind you guys, and we'll say one of the younger captives finds the energy as they see that initial torchlight. They just sort of like take off and run into town, and maybe we'll say that's a few minutes before you guys get to the edge, enough time for them to basically talk to whoever's like on duty at the Featherbed Inn for like late nights, and like boop, 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 as they pound on the door. And as you guys enter the town, you start to see candles and people coming out in like their nightgowns and things, and like, oh my god. And pretty soon Broadhurst is like roused, at least this central downtown part. Folks start coming out and basically making arrangements. They find people who were coming to trade with them. They all find like their counterpart for whoever was coming to bring the materials or just coming to visit. And within the span of, let's say, 20 or 30 minutes, tons of thanks are dished out to our heroes. And, smelly, unwashed people who've been stuck in this tower for many days are sort of gathered up and taken out into barns and spare bedrooms and whatever rooms are left at the Featherbed. Murkick is one of the folks that comes out, and he looks to you, Vic, and basically says, "Yes, thank you for saving my people. Please see me tomorrow. I will have something for you." And he grabs Bassa, and all of the dwarves sort of nod to each other, and they nod to you three as you return from the tower. and they head back inside, leaving our heroes very exhausted. Like, you guys can just feel your eyelids drooping from a long day of research and a long night of exertion in the tower. As you guys find your way back to the Featherbed Inn and try and catch a little bit of sleep before a very busy next day. And with that, we're at about an hour and 20 minutes, and I think that's a really good spot for a break. So we'll take a 10-minute break, and we'll meet back here bottom of the hour. How's that sound?
If you like what you're watching, consider supporting me on Patreon, the best way to support creators on YouTube. You can get behind the scenes, plus you can get ad-free versions of my videos. Also, live streams, there's shop discounts, hopefully some paper products coming out, definitely a magazine in the works. There's lots of stuff there. Link in the description.
Okay, guys, we're back from break. Our heroes are back in the town of Broadhurst, awaking from their very late night at the Mage Tower of Verkor. As you guys awaken, the town is a bustle with activity. You guys needed a little bit of extra time in bed, so do adventurers wake up like at the crack, just like as part of it, or
Crack of noon.
the crack of noon?
No, I feel like they're like, yeah, after fighting Thanos, they still do their next morning run. Like, that's just what happens.
Yep. Yen?
We all just roll out of bed beautiful.
I woke up like this.
Yeah. Wake up at the crack of noon. Okay. All right. Very good. So you guys wake up. As I said, the town is a bustle with activity. People are like, you can hear horses like whinnying and stuff like that as they're getting ready. A bunch of the townsfolk are out, and even as you guys get up and look out your room windows and head down into the common areas, you can see that people and horses are moving to the east in order to, as you guys said, there's bandits around. They want to get out there and retrieve all the goods around the tower as quickly as they can. You see the dwarves, you see Harim, all of those guys are heading out of town to the east. So, yeah, who else would be heading to the east? Likely, you will see Dunquat as well is heading out with the dwarves. It's about 5 miles to head out there. They'll probably be back like this afternoon, in order to sort of get everything squared away. So, knowing that, you guys find yourselves in a relatively empty downtown, as it were, a town square of Broadhurst. What would you like to do with your day?
I just imagine us like sitting on the porch of the Broadhurst Inn, just like sipping coffee and tea while like the whole town moves out. Like,
Yeah, actually, that sounds about right. Like, we're sitting there like, can you believe what just happened?
just doing the AAR after like a hard night of partying.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went from like, let's go kill the goblins and save the little girl, to a tower that ate itself because we took off some guy's necklace. What?
That was a wild couple of days. Just like leaning against like the pillar that's like holding up the deck, just like sipping tea.
Yeah.
Vic pulls out a little flask and pours some in his cup, and then looks over at Inavir, and he kind of shrugs and just hands it towards Inavir, like, you two.
Yannicka, where are you while this tomfoolery is going on?
She's just pretty much chilling right now. She's probably hanging out with Mira. I know she's not currently in the session, but she's probably just hanging out in the bottom of the inn, just resting, recovering. She's not really.
Are our friends there? Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, you're fine.
It just hit me.
The
Are
Gilded
our
Hand?
friends there? The Gilded Hand. Yeah.
Yes.
Because they might see them there in the bottom floor if Mira and Yen are in there.
You know what? Let me Yeah, actually, we'll say how many of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna roll a d10 twice, and we'll see who's there. So the same two. Yeah, I'm sorry. Just real quick, I was thinking back to like the first session, right when we met you guys. You were like a bunch of heroes just looking for work, and really sad that nobody wanted to hire you. And like you guys just said, like all the stuff that's happened in literally the last 48 hours. But back to the present, as you guys are sort of drinking your coffee on the porch, Yenica and Mira are inside in the common room, and as you guys are hanging out there, you hear a couple of folks come down, and it is Targon and Mara, who are actually the first two that you guys saw on the very first day that rejected Ashley's plea for help. Just as a reminder, Targon is a human tactician. He's in his 20s. He's got some plate that he wears around a lot, although right now he's just in plain clothes. And Mara is a human caster in her 50s. She wears sort of like a long hooded robe as she moves around the town. And so those two come down and they give you like the barest glance, I would say, as they walk by, not even a nod, as they begin to move outside and sort of observe the activity in the town. And I'll kick it over to Yen, who's inside first, and then over to our two boys being, very, very cool out on the porch, drinking their morning coffee with a little something extra. So, Yen, any reaction to the two members of the Gilded Hand walking through the room?
Not visibly too much. I mean, she doesn't have a lot of respect for them because for all of their talk, they didn't seem to be actually doing much to help the people in this town. Even they claim to be here with the idea that they would be hireable to help. So she's mostly going to just see, out of curiosity, to see where they go. She'll follow them in front of the room, and then she'll probably just resume talking to Mira and just making small talk.
Okay. So
I have
you
one
two
question.
just... Oh yeah, go ahead, Paul.
Does the necklace pendant, after the tower went down and we activate, does it have any purpose now? Is it just now a dull trinket, or is it still some sort of magical property? Is it worth studying as well?
Oh yeah, thanks for asking. Let's say
Don't
that,
like that.
no. Let's say that the power that previously tied it to that space that the tower was in, like the tower doesn't exist anymore, right? That space is gone.
Yeah.
You or another magic user might be able to do some research if you wanted to sort of go over there and see if you can reinvestigate this, thin spot in between worlds at some future date. Otherwise, you have a crystal on a pendant that can be magically imbued. Whether or not you find a recipe or something in the future that can take advantage of that or create one, we'll leave that for future interpretation.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
All
And
right.
I'm just go to the boys, and I'll just be fiddling with the pendant and talking to Mira.
All right, very good. So to the boys, you guys are both, if we see our TV show view, you two guys are both sort of leaning on each of the columns, and in between you, the door to the inn opens up, and you see the two figures of the Gilded Hand emerge. You guys are in the shade underneath the awning out in front of the inn, and you see them come out. They pause for a moment and look at you two, giving you an instant to respond. So over to you two. What do you do?
Just give a perfunctory morning. You missed
That's
a good
what I
one.
was gonna say. I was just gonna put on the biggest shit-eating grin I could, and be like, "Hey."
Targon, he just is like, and Mara says, "Well, a lot of activity in the town today. I suppose that Baldorf would want me to ask what you've been up to.
Yeah, you don't have to be like that. We just rescued half the town. It's no big deal. Last night we went out and that old mage's tower that used to be there. We slapped that guy around, rescued some people, brought them all back in the dead of night. We're just pretty. It was a Tuesday.
When he's telling the story and he talks about the guy in the tower that we slapped around, all you see is Vic over behind him, like doing just like the miming the baseball swing. That just that he like when he had his hammer in and the guy ran by.
And what sort of contract did you have in place for performing all these deeds?
Oh, well, that's trade secret. That's our business arrangement. No offense, but I'm not going to discuss that openly with competitors. I'm sure you understand.
I like the heroes to roll, so make a presence test, and if you have a skill you can sort of apply to this little snub, let me know.
Well, this is with Myrna, or is it Mara?
Mara. Yeah, Mara is the name.
Oh, this is absolutely flirtatious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is me after. Is Vic flirting with her too?
Yeah, this is just sort of for flavor. This is really just for flavor.
Okay. Oh, let's do it. Yeah. I think I've already established this with her, if I'm not mistaken.
Is she
the
still
last time we met in the inn?
50s?
I mean, she's a young lady compared to me, my 1,500-year-old self.
Okay,
so...
sure. All right. Just make the roll, man.
What? I'm just saying.
He's slumming it with the mortals over here.
Yeah.
Oh.
It doesn't land, I guess.
Yikes.
She just let's see. I'm sure that I'm not surrounded by pathetic goody two-shoes in this town. Let's go, Targon. And the two of them just kind of like shoulder past you and head out into the town, off on business. Who knows what those two are going to be up to today.
As they walk away, like to their backs, Vic just waves at their backs, not expecting them to turn around at all. And he's like, "Don't worry, we'll be here if you get into trouble."
You see just the slightest hesitation in their stride, and then they just keep walking.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Vic, I don't know if I'm just like, hyper fixating on language, but to call us goody two shoes like it's an insult, I would say they're up to no good. I don't know about you.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, he just looks at you. He's like, "Oh, I know for sure. I mean, does a bear quack?"
That's right. This is the Timescape Catholic. Okay, so I am Vic at this point, and like I drop like all pretense, like, all right, to business. So like, what are we doing today? I've got all these documents written in Orcish. We've got a really smart guy just across the square there, and I'm referencing the abbot, Abbot Lorik, I think. And he might speak this language, or at least have like some sort of reference text, or might know somebody who speaks this language. I think these might be useful just to wrap that business up, because we don't know what he was really up to there, and if that's going to be a recurring problem, or if that problem is actually gone. I feel like we owe it to the people to kind of cross that T. That's what I'm interested in doing. I don't know about you, Vic. What are you feeling today? And then we should probably loop Mira and Yen into these. So I don't know if we should just take this conversation inside.
Probably a good idea. I mean, they'd both be in there. So yeah.
We open the doors like Aragorn and sit down next to Yen and Mira.
All right, excellent. So you guys now find the four of you sitting around a table and planning out your day. I think I just heard Paul start to talk, so I'll kick it over to you, Yen.
So I guess we're just going to start So what do you think we should try next on the agenda? Though I know there's a few things in this town that we discovered that need our assistance.
There's a lot.
There was some creature in the woods, and there was like some possible like a bandit camp, or I believe outside of town, which we talked about as well.
Yeah, and speaking of
stuff stolen, right? Was there some supplies
yes,
missing?
there were supplies missing. There was like potentially there were sabotage traps. The smokehouse was being pilfered. There's like some creature that might be connected to all of that. This guy Mikhail, we need to find out what happened to him because he got bit and healed a little too fast. And he just pulls out like a cop notepad, like just starts going through it like a legal pad.
Pushes his fedora up so he can see. He pulls it out of his trench coat.
But if we want to get these documents, and I like spread out like the intelligence loot written in Orcish, plus the diary of Verkor we have that's also written in. It's not Orcish, Justin. What's the name of the language?
The name of the language is. Oh my gosh, I forgot. I don't have it memorized. One day.
It's like KYLIE or something like that.
Yeah, KYLIE.
KYLIE,
that's
maybe.
Correct. Let me pull it up here.
Because I know I have a language that I speak that's like the exact same word, but with the first letters the only difference. And I was like, wait, what was it?
Don't we also need to meet Murkit too, right? Because he told us to meet him today.
Yeah, he said afternoon. It seems like we have some time till they get back. We could, because Abbot Lorik was checking out if he could figure out more about that portal in the Delian tomb, if there was a way past that. So
that's true.
We might have a couple of reasons to talk to him.
Okay.
Okay, I'm writing it in the chat, the name of the language, so that we just have it there. And Flat, is this you today that you're asking if you get your recoveries?
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, I didn't know what triggers to getting them back.
So you guys can choose if you want to take a respite or not.
So we would convert those 5 victories to XP. Well, yeah. How are you guys doing on your recoveries?
I have
goose egg.
Well, let's do it then.
Okay.
That's why I was so worried about that last fight we just had. Like I was convinced I was gonna die because I went into that fight with 0 recoveries left. And I'm like, it's a boss fight. I have no way to heal myself. I'm the only tank.
But Vic, we've got so much momentum. Let's just night.
Yeah.
No, let's take a respite.
Start each round with 37 of your heroic resource because we just never sleep.
Yeah.
Today's like a hero hangover day. We're just chilling in town.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Okay, so as part of the respite, you guys can take your respite activities. And actually, something I neglected to do was, let's see, treasures. It was, because you guys got a couple of different recipes and things like that. So,
Portable cloud, growth potion.
Mm-hmm. Yep, growth potion. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this. Yeah.
I got the mirror
that
coin.
Mirror thing that Yen found.
I put that stuff. I grabbed it and put it in the inventory.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Like I was doing that during the conversation that led to Yenica taking the amulet, and I was like, "Well, glad I clicked those buttons."
Okay, so if you guys go into the journal, so in the right sidebar, you can see something called journal. And if you go under shared documents and under Delian tomb, I'm just dropping basically some handouts.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right, that's from the healing.
Yeah, how to make stuff. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And then portable cloud, I think.
I'm a big fan of the index card layout of these things. It would make printable tchotchkes at the table. Very nice. That's well done.
Yeah. Yeah, in the adventure, there's like sheets that's really easy to just print out and then just cut out.
Like you could put 9 of these on a 8.5 by 11, and that just seems.
It
well
already
done.
comes like that in the actual adventure.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. I'm trying to see. I don't know where I put them for now, but I'll show them to you after. But
Oh, sweet. We have quest leads. This is helpful. This matches up with what we were saying.
Yeah, with
What was
the
the-
Harim and Duncott, that's the 2 we knocked out off this list.
Yeah, and Mikael, the carpenter. That's the okay. That's the creature. Yeah, and you were interested in that, right?
I mean,
Or was
they're
that
all
something
out.
else?
I have to go back to questies. Have a look. I think Yama's more interested in the bandit camp, Vaughn the woodcutter.
Mm.
But I think they're all eventually we're going to be ones to be checking out as we wait for research about that portal or that magic seal in the tomb, as it were. Don't we have one object that the blacksmith's working on? Some magic item? I don't. Is that listed anywhere?
yeah, so
in the
you
journal?
guys had started work on the faux sense lens.
Okay, here's the lens.
Yeah, Vic had been doing some research into the Delian tomb. He had made some progress on that. And then I cannot remember who was working. I think you had Ashley working on a healing potion.
Yeah.
I thought she was working on the lens because she said it was a jewelry thing, so she thought it was more
Okay.
suited to her.
Oh, yes,
Ashley's
that is
blacksmith.
true. No, I do. I see 2 rolls here.
Yeah.
You guys had 22 points toward the faux sense lens, 12 points toward Delian tomb, and 16 project points toward a healing potion.
So can we assume that Abbot Lorik has continued that research, or do we pick up where we left off? Is that how that works?
So yeah, so like normally if you guys are like gone and like on the road for a few days, you can have a follower continue to work on something. Abbot Lorik is not your follower yet, so he wouldn't be able to continue working on that.
Got ya.
Ashley is your follower, but I think that you guys went off on your little adventure like the night of your respite.
So
So-
she didn't really get much time to work on
Yeah,
it.
so she hasn't continued to work
Yeah.
on anything. Yeah.
Wait, we brought her daughter back yesterday morning.
Pretty much. Yeah, like, no, 2 nights ago.
Wow, it hasn't even been 48
No,
hours.
it's barely been 48 hours you guys have been in
Yeah,
this
that's
town.
that's why I was like with Vic, like just like what the just happened?
Yeah. Yep.
Like
Be
I
careful
went
what you
from
wish
can we
for.
go live in another town because this place is boring to can you please give me 5 minutes?
Can you please just give Dad just 5 minutes?
Oh man.
That's funny.
I love it.
Excuse
Well,
me.
so what time of day is it, Justin?
We'll say, between you guys waking up, having your coffee, getting some breakfast, doing some plotting and planning, it's mid-morning.
Cool. Well, how do you guys want to split this up? I assume we're dividing and conquering, unless otherwise.
Yeah, I mean if we're not heading out after one of our leads to like really do some work, then yeah, I would be heading off to the church to keep looking into the tomb. Because we
Okay.
need to find out as much as we can about the history of that place.
Yeah.
Would you like help? Because Justin, we help each other. That's like actually like we
Yeah,
add,
so if you
like,
guys
we combine
recall-
points or
Yes, you guys would both roll. So everybody working on the project rolls, and then you combine those totals together.
well, I'd be down to help with that, Vic. That's kind of where I was interested in anyway.
So Vic and
Works for me.
Inavir, you guys are going to work on researching the Delian tomb.
Yeah, that sounds
All
good
right.
to me.
And Yenica, what do you want to work on today?
So I think all these things have got like a 40 project of 45. So I know Ashley can't work on it, but could I work on the lens? Just me only.
No, I mean Ashley can work on whatever. She's a crafter.
Okay, I didn't know. I wasn't sure if time-wise issues. Okay, then Ashley and I work on the lens while those guys go off and do research. Then.
You said you want to continue working on the lens?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, in that case, yes, sir.
I was going to ask, do we do this where we convert stuff to XP? Does that happen yet, or we haven't?
That happens at the end of the respite.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Let's do it.
Okay, boys. Let's get. So for you two, it's going to be a reason. Your project rule is going to be based on reason. So you basically will make your power roll. I don't know if it has like a project roll like ability, but yeah, you'll basically just be rolling the dice, add your reason, and if you have a skill you think you can add, and you can convince me that that skill is applicable, then you can add that as well.
I have the search skill in Intrigue that feels like it's appropriate for looking through a library for stuff.
I'll allow it.
All right.
Pick any skills.
I don't think so. I was actually pulling it up to look. I don't have any skills for it, but I was trying to figure out if I had any like culture stuff that would help me out. But I don't think so.
Oh wait, we should have 3 hero tokens. I'm looking at hero tokens because I didn't like my roll.
So is a project?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to do a flat roll.
Feels like a test.
You know what? I don't know the answer to this, so let me look it up real quick. Let's look at downtime. Downtime projects. Project roll. Here we go. You make a project roll. It is a test, so if you want to burn a hero token, you can re-roll your project roll.
So I got a tier 2 with what I have. Do I really think I can get a tier 3? What do you think?
So
Nick?
project roll, you don't get tiers, right? You're literally just rolling for the points that you add to the project.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
So do you want to roll and see if you can get higher or not?
12 is like the average. Do I feel average today?
Yeah, sure.
I feel pretty exceptional today. After a night like we had, I'm just gonna keep going. Yeah, I'm gonna roll that again.
Burn a hero token. You guys have 2 now.
I am.
Hey, mine turned out to be worth it.
Go, Vic.
I went from a 12 to an 18.
All right.
I'm gonna burn mine too.
Okay, so you guys are burning 2.
Now you're gonna roll like a 1 and a 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a 3 and a 3. I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Okay.
Take it.
Wow. All right. So total of 36.
That was pretty solid.
That was pretty
worth
good. So that takes us a total of 48 points for Delian Tomb Research. One moment, please. Okay. So you learn. So you guys spend the day hanging out with Abbot Lorik in the library inside the Church of St. Griffin. There's tea available for you guys as, we sort of montage our way towards you guys pulling books off the shelves, flipping through pages. Some things are working out, some things aren't. And then we look up from one of the books as the 2 of you are like looking down like at the camera, right? And like you guys are like pointing at something. And you manage to find a passage in a couple of the volumes that you're able to cross-reference that reveals how to unseal the second level of the tomb. You learn that these tombs were created in order to honor significant members of the Delian order. And so this can be unsealed by finding an amulet of the Delian order. It's a large brass amulet that looks like a sun. Many of these amulets are held by an organization called the Coursers. And you guys would know the Coursers. They're like a little bit like a secret society, but they're like a good guy Illuminati, where they're the ones operating in the shadows, pulling levers, just putting their finger on the scale of the world in order to try and make it a little bit of a better place. But never.
Justin, the Illuminati are the good guys.
Okay, sorry, Chris. You know what? I forget sometimes. I apologize.
Flash's stonemason ring.
Yeah. I almost said the Illuminate.
I love it.
Okay.
So this is coursers, like Corsair, or
no, like coursers, like a horse. Courses.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. I'll actually just drop it in the chat here.
I bet Abbott Lorick is a member of these guys. Wild speculation.
I pick an NPC at random and accuse them of membership.
You see right through me, Vic. I've never felt so seen.
All right. So after we see this Eureka moment, we cut over to Yenica and Ashley in the blacksmith shop. So you guys are working on the faux sense lenses. This is a very significant project. I think it's like you guys need 450 points or something like that. So let's see how you guys do today. So Yen, please roll for yourself first. This is going to be I'll let you choose. It's crafting. So let's see. The director can add events. You can alternately make a project roll. Becomes project points, skills. Crafting projects. Reason. You could use reason as you sort of try and interpret the schematics for the lens in order to direct Ashley's efforts.
All right.
9.
Yeah, well, make a splash in the ocean.
Yeah. All right.
Would you like to use a hero token?
Wait, on the left. I feel like we've been blowing through them, but if you guys don't mind, I'll use it. But I mean, it'd be hard to roll lower, but I could try it.
I could try to roll lower. All right. Go ahead, Yen.
Yeah. All right, do it again.
Hey.
Oh, yeah. That wasn't lower.
Wow.
So
Right.
Ashley's gonna nail it. Gonna roll
Ashley's
double
gonna Ashley's gonna crush it. All right, so let's do. So Ashley is gonna use her might, so she can and jewelry. So she'll add +3 to a power roll.
Okay. Do I just do a straight roll, or you can do you roll it?
Yeah.
think you
If
roll
you're
it.
able to just do a straight power roll and add 3.
Is there a dice tray?
Yeah, you have to go to
yes.
panels up at the top left and add the
Yep.
dice one.
Yep.
When we switch to the new campaign, the dice panel is off by default. So
Alright, power roll. Oh, and add 3, so it's 17.
Oh, 17.
Dang, all
You're
right.
right. Okay, so that's 17.
And he's been studying the schematics. So.
28. Okay, so you guys are at 50. 50 project points towards the 450 required for the faux sense.
Thanks for the way.
woohoo!
450. Holy cow.
Yeah, it's a big project. Yeah, so that's what you guys spend your days doing. And, for you guys with your knowledge, and, you said you wanted to have Abbott Lorick take a look at the documents, right?
Yes, please.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
I am a kind of benevolent director, and so I'm gonna say that Abbot Lorik. Actually, oh wait, does he have? Hold on. There is an answer to
Probably
this
has a
question. There's
stat block with
yeah,
languages.
he has a card. So let's see. Ooh, I was about to give you guys unearned stuff.
Hey, someone arbitrarily created that stat block, Justin. That's all I'm saying.
It's true. It's true.
But
I'm not feeling any
if
kindness and benevolence yet. So
it doesn't work, my thought would be that he might know someone in town that speaks it as a man
Yeah.
of, high repute.
Harem speaks Kaliak.
Oh, we got business with Harem anyway. That's perfect.
Yeah, you do. So it's you guys eat lunch.
Thanks, Abbot Lorik.
Yeah, buddy. Oh, yes. Well, the town is so grateful for your help. Of course, anything we can do.
you just wanted to make Justin do the voice.
Thanks, Abbot Lorik. You're a Georgia peach.
I don't know what that
What?
is, but thank you.
Context is all you need.
I'm sure they're quite
Called me
sweet.
you called me a gorgeous peach. It's like, what?
Well, in my younger days, and you guys leave and shut the door.
Oh, they're gone.
Oh, they're gone. He looks wistfully at his wardrobe. Who knows what's in there? And so you guys emerge into the courtyard at the same time, very cinematic. Right as folks begin to arrive from the tower, laden with carts, goods, and things like that. So I will kick it over to you guys on to whom you wish to speak first. We can probably have a meaningful conversation with, we'll say, the three parties who had interest in the Mage Tower.
Which was the leather workers, the dwarves, and who else? The stonemasons?
Yeah, Dunquat.
Yeah.
Dunquat.
Yeah. He's listed in that little quest lead thing.
Yeah.
I have no
You didn't mark it
priority for these. Does anyone else?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, I think the Dunquat
Well-
thing is basically at this point just like drop the stuff off so we can, that should resolve pretty quickly.
And the dwarves, he specifically asked us to come see him. So Vic, and he told that to you, so you should probably go talk to him. So we could like potentially close off, like tie these loops before moving on to the next thing, which is harem. So Dunquat and
All right, so we'll say
Murkic.
So we'll say you guys head over to the Mason's house, which is B13. B13
Take
is
my
to the
battleship.
southeast of town. If you guys zoom out, I'll ping it a couple times there. And what you guys see is her large fenced-in yard with the sturdy tables that are covered in just tools used for shaping and cutting stone. You see Dunquat there with we'll say, just so that we knock it all out at the same time, there are several other, all the other dwarves are there, right? And they're all helping like unload stone. And you see Murkic and Dunquat speaking to each other sort of off to the side as the remainder of the dwarves continue to work. As you approach, they see you guys coming in and move up to greet you. And they both give you guys a solemn nod and say, we, again, thank you for everything you've done for us. Please. And Murkic, you see him sort of gesture over to one of the dwarves that's unloading, and they grab a satchel out of the back of the cart, and they hustle over to you guys, and they give it to Murkic. And he says, these were formerly mine, but with the return of my people, a dwarf must pay his debts. And he reaches in and he grabs these 2 boots that are. Let me see if the card has. So they are a pair of ornately embroidered leather boots, and they're covered in images like embossed in the leather of broken chains. And these are unbinder boots. You guys recognize them instantly as magical. These boots can temporarily unbind themselves from the chains of the earth, letting you move through the air as high as 3 squares above the ground from where you started. If you end your turn while you are still airborne, you fall. So these are a magical item. Yes?
Can you describe that again? So when we activate it, we float up out of the boots.
No, you wear the boots. You're like walking,
wear the
like, yeah.
God, I can levitate.
Oh,
Levitate movement.
that's fun. Okay, so we could use this to get I could run to the top of a tree. It basically gives you essentially
Yeah, like a
climb
super
speed.
jump.
Mhm.
A
You
very
can go up
okay.
3, and it sounds like it's just tied into your movement. Like when you activate them, your movement becomes 3. 3 of your movement squares become flight.
Yeah,
There's a
you
movie
can.
I'm
go up
picturing
3.
where someone is running on air. Yeah.
Yeah,
So you can.
Okay.
using it to jump over stuff or reach a ledge.
Yeah, you can use them to literally just walk on empty air across a chasm or something like that.
Yeah.
Right. I
Cool.
place those
There's
boots.
2
He hands them
pairs.
to you, and I place them in your party inventory.
Is that what he
These
says?
look pretty.
And I place them in your party inventory.
That's exactly what he says.
We just hold out the party trick or treat bag. Just drop some.
Thanks.
Loot, please. Loot, please.
Right.
That's right. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh! If these are pretty boots, Inavir is eyeing them up.
I mean, they're
They
pretty.
also seem useful.
Yeah, they're very pretty.
I mean,
He did say ornate, so
I would formally put in a request to requisition these boots from the party inventory.
I mean, I definitely think you should wear them if they complete your outfit.
I'm most
What
like
other
I'm also very
possible
interested
use
in,
could we have for them?
mechanically speaking, as someone who does ranged attacks and is also a little squishy, I might want to not be up on the ground in the thick of things. But that's also useful for Yen too. I could also see a shadow character, but she can teleport through the shadows. So she can probably get to where she wants to go anyway. I don't know. What do you think? What do you guys like? Or we could figure it out.
They can just go in the party inventory, I would think, for now. But I don't.
We'll
Honestly,
figure
I
it out
don't care
later.
if you want to wear them. Go for it.
Okay. All right, we'll figure it out. Thank you, Murkic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You are welcome. And then Dunquat says to you, I have work to be done around the town with my new stone. But in some time, if you want to check in with me later, I would be happy to assist you in construction or fabrication of what it is you need.
Oh, okay, cool.
Good to
That's
know.
awesome. Little
Da-da-da-da.
stoneworker helper.
So
I
he
feel
would
like I just
function
want
like
a Final
follower,
Fantasy
too.
fight with Paul.
Yeah. So
New follower.
mechanically, what that means is that sometime in the future, if you guys achieve enough renown, Dunquat can become a follower of yours.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
All
right, who's next?
Let's go and do Harim, the level worker
I
guy.
was just saying, I think Inavir wanted to go to Harim's.
Yeah. Okay. So. Let's
Yeah,
go
2
to
reasons.
Obelisk.
Now, if he makes some fancy boots, Inno is going to be spoiled for choice. He's like, oh my god, all these boots.
So yeah, Harim lives. His shop is back in the town square. It's B12, which is this one right here. And this small shop has a sign carved with a shoe outside. And as you enter, you see Harim and Forbin, the leather merchant, basically unloading one of the wagons that's parked outside of it and bringing the boxes and things inside the shop. They both look at you as you approach and again are very grateful. Harim, as he's unloading, he says, "Oh, thank you so much." Harim is let's see if he has, he's a human. It doesn't say how old he is. We'll say he's a little bit older. He's like kind of the old, cobbler guy. He probably has like some European accent. And he says, "Oh, yes, well, thank you for making sure that my leather made it. I can start repairing the whole town's shoes and boots again, and we're back in business, as they say. I do have something for you. It's something I haven't been able to work on myself, but you seem very capable, and so just one moment." And he disappears into the shop, and he comes back out, and let's see. He has a it's like a small little book, almost like a pamphlet. It's only maybe like 10 pages or so long. It is a project source in KYLIE, and it describes an item that you can wear. Let me pull it up here under the handouts. So it's basically like a suit that you could wear underneath like your normal clothing or gear. It would be almost like, those sort of knee-length wetsuits or like dry suits that folks wear, where it kind of comes down to like here and to just above your knee. It's a suit very much like that. This is an adaptive second skin of toxins. It's a suit that's shaped of tough leather and set with thousands of tiny barbs on the inside, all thankfully pain-free to the touch. And along with this small pamphlet, he has like a little bit. It's almost like a tote-sized box, and he opens it up and he shows you that there are honey badger pelts and a small little box that contains hedgehog quills. Oh, and actually, sorry, the project source is Texter lore in Illyric, YLLYRIC. I'll type that in the chat after. And when you wear it, it is armor. It's considered light armor. And you gain a +6 bonus to stamina, and you have immunity to acid and poison damage equal to your highest characteristic score.
Wow.
Yeah.
That seems very useful for a frontliner, Vic.
It is
Innovator only has one question.
Leather.
Does it go with the boot?
Does it go with does it match? This is a significant item. So this is another one that's going to be 450 points in order to create it. But I will drop it in your handouts as another recipe and materials that you guys have. Yes, well, and of course, if any of your things need repair, and he sort of looks at Inavir for a moment, or embellishment, please make sure you come by the shop.
We'll talk some other time.
Okay. All right, so you guys got your fat loots from all of your questing around town. It's right around dinner time. What do you guys want to do?
Before we left Harim's, we were going to ask him about translating some of these documents. We have.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, we have Verkor's diary and also all the stuff that I grabbed off the table.
Yeah. Okay. He runs inside and grabs some spectacles. He lets Forbin continue to offload the leather and store it inside the shop. This is not Forbin's first time to the town. He knows where everything goes. He grabs his spectacles and he's sort of, he's like, flipping product placement. And he says, "Oh yes, this is some sort of journal I see. Who is Verkor?"
He's a friend. He's a spellcaster. He left this with us, but we can't read it.
Oh, okay. Well, it says here that it says here something about discovering the secrets of a tower, and gaining all of its power. Seems very ambitious, man. Very ambitious. And not a very nice guy. It says here he's had to sacrifice captives to this strange magical phenomena of the tower. And he's like, well, there's a passage here about it's just the small cost of doing business. Other skins are not worth nearly as much as mine. Something along those lines. I'm sure he said it just like that.
He's not a good friend, by the way.
Yeah, he kind of
Very close to acquaintance.
Yeah, okay. It says here that he's something about a pendant and life forces and things. Looks like he's tied his life force to some sort of amulet or talisman of some sort. Says here that if someone tries to take my treasure, I'll make sure they pay for it, and I'll collapse the tower around them.
Checks out.
Yeah.
Yep. That tracks.
Wait, that tower was collapsed.
Sounds like him.
Was this? Oh, this was the mage's journal.
Bingo! You've arrived.
Oh, my goodness! What?
Get there faster.
Just take the. I don't want it anymore. Just take it.
That's fine. You don't have to read the diary. This was our experience, so nothing. There's no more writing beyond that point.
No, nothing of. No, there's something in here about. They'll all pay, or no, it's all nothing. No, I'm sorry, I'm making that up. Don't latch onto that. Oh my god, don't say anything the players are going to latch onto.
Central quest arc right now.
So tell me about this mysterious.
No, there's nothing else in the journal. That's all. There's 3 sentences in the whole journal.
And in all of the documents I gathered, is there anything useful beyond that could be useful beyond the destruction of the tower?
So the documents are really, there's a few you can see. There's handwriting that's not his, and this is where it looks like this is him and Basa like working out how they're gonna seal or like reattempt to try and open up the top. There's like engineering schematics, like, well, if we try and brace this part, then maybe we can try and open this part of the ceiling. It's a lot of stuff like that. How are we gonna deal with the big hole in the 3rd floor? A lot of those kind of things.
It's just like their brainstorming cocktail napkin. It's like their whiteboard that you just walk in and see.
That's exactly what it is. Okay. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So most intelligence is probably going to come from the diary.
Mm-hmm.
I was afraid it was going to give us some sort of quest to go resummon the tower.
I mean, having our own tower on the edge of town would be pretty cool, especially if it had all that.
Wow.
It was very spacious.
Yeah.
Because it's all about location. Let's see. We've talked to Dunquat. We've talked to Harem. Harem, thank you so much for your help. I'm very grateful for your ability to translate this. You just keep on keeping on. You're doing a great job.
Thank you. And so are you.
Yeah, a fist bump. I walk out the door. Never gonna wash this hand. Harem, touch this hand.
He runs into the shop. Foreman, guess what?
I make my exit.
Okay, all right. So you guys are done with your business you were talking about. We can wrap it. We can sort of diddly do to the next day after the completion of your respite, if you like, or we can plot and plan in the inn or elsewhere. Over to you.
You guys
Yeah,
want
we
to
can
plan
go
out
ahead
the
and
next
just,
day over dinner?
Yeah.
All right, Yen, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, are we going to try and accomplish anything else on the list? Or we just basically wrapped up the loose ends, like you said, the ones that we knew we were going to complete. But we haven't addressed anything new.
Pulls legal pad back out
Yeah.
over dinner.
Do you want to still talk to any of the townsfolk before they all turn in? 'Cause I think we got.
Probably not tonight. If it's not pressing, we could do it tomorrow. If we're, if this is the end of the day. The stuff on. I'm looking at the quest leads. Someone was stealing foodstuffs. Vaughn the woodcutter. No. We talked to Vaughn the woodcutter already.
The last guy.
He was talking about cultists. Yeah, in the woods. Who we speculated were cultists. There was like a camp.
Abandoned camp.
Yeah, there was a camp we were going to try and sneak up on at night too.
Yeah, north of the river.
And we
decided
just
to
chose
go to
the tower instead of the camp.
That's right.
Yeah, we haven't done anything with the
so-
Boston yet either, have we? Orson. He actually says he wants us to see him, and we haven't seen him yet. The guy with the
No, we went because I think that was Mira and Vic, because that was southeast of the town.
Oh, did they? Okay.
If I'm correct, Justin.
Mhm.
And he told us about like the camp of people. I just pinged it on the map. I don't know if you guys see that, but it's like way north of town.
Yeah.
That's
He
where
was
I
the one
remember it being.
But the camp. Okay.
So we'd have to like cross a bridge and follow the bank of the river.
Okay.
That's a
Yeah.
day's.
Inavir and
hike.
Gravara went down to talk to the woodcutter.
Okay, I knew
Okay.
it was. A
And
guy
you
and
were
gal.
there?
Okay, so Orson, the dude living on the edge of town, Mikael the carpenter, and the top thing, Reeve Rosamond, looking into thefts about town. Someone's stealing food.
And the jagged.
Do you want to? Yeah, do you want to follow up on what you've already kind of put a pin in yet, and do this? Deal with this bandit camp.
Well, I think we talked about the idea time was to go, but it was kind of dusk or nighttime. So, I guess would be up for that.
We could do like a fresh start tomorrow.
That's fine too. I know we
Because
did
it's
the
like a
respite
respite day. We can't really go and do it now, can we, Justin?
Yeah, we should probably think the whole day's a respite day, right? Is that how? it is?
Yeah, you need to rest for 24 hours in the town to count as a respite.
Okay, then we'll probably just go back to the Featherbed Inn, right? And just Inavir can tell him a story or two. I'm sure he's got one or two in him.
Featherbed Inn, that's what it's called.
Yep, the feather bed.
Yeah.
Yep. Vic's just looking for the hot spring. Go get it a soak.
Does it have an onsen?
No. But they can draw a hot bath for you, of course.
Okay.
Maybe
Sweet.
there's an onsen in the mountains. All right. So you guys finish up your respite. At this point, let's see, 12 hours. At this point, you guys regain all of your stamina, all of your recoveries, and your victories should have converted into experience. Let me know if that is the case.
Yep. Got my XP and everything.
All right, yeah, you guys are at
XP
9
9.
XP.
What do we
Very
need?
Good. 16.
What do we need for? Is it level 16? Oh my gosh.
16.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta be heroes a bit
That was
more.
12. Is it like for Drostio? Is it like how they do it in D&D, where it's like different at each level, or is it pretty flat, like all the way down?
It's 16 to gain a level.
Nice. Okay, that's nice.
That's cool.
Interesting.
Do we gain any renown after that?
Not for this
title?
one.
Okay,
And no titles.
no titles. That's fine.
Yeah.
Titles will come, guys.
I want to be.
Is there any loot that you forgot to tell us that we got?
No, I don't
I feel like
think
that's what's
so.
happening right now.
Yeah, no.
I just
I will say that I was looking. So this, I will say, dude, this module like slings titles and treasures around. Like, here, look, this is all the cool stuff you can get in the game. This is way faster than you should be getting them, like in a normal campaign. So,
I love it.
yeah. But I mean, it's the start
Gotta
here
get 'em
adventure,
hooked.
right? Yeah, get them. First hit's
Yeah.
free.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and I guess this might be too much behind the curtain, but like I love giving out treasure, and I know players love getting treasure, so like
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I basically imploded my campaign that I was running by just oh, you get a magic item, you get a
Yeah.
magic, everybody gets magic.
Everybody gets a magic item. Alrighty, so
Yeah,
you
it
guys
only gets
rest
more fun.
overnight. Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
rest
Yeah.
overnight and awake the next morning to start your new adventure. Where are we going next, team?
Hey, check
Uh,
check book. Where's the notebook?
Wait, what?
Oh, where's
Oh.
my sheet? Oh.
I accidentally dragged it out of Delian Tomb and into titles. I just put it back. I didn't know I could drag stuff around.
It's like, wow, you made the quest needs going. Okay.
Yeah. I'd grant you the title of quest lead. Congratulations! Hand your sheet to the GM. You just became an NPC. I was gonna say let's go look at the bandits. I think that was kind of
Okay.
our next highest priority anyway. Plus, I'm guessing we gotta head over there, do some observation and RP stuff, and they'll probably leave us set up for a good stopping point to bring KYLIE in.
Absolutely. KYLIE will not be at the next session either, though, so it's just going to be the boys again
Dang
next
it!
sesh. Yep.
Well, then we can run as far as we want to.
Yeah.
Justin, what are you feeling? Like a 7-hour session? Today?
Howdy
Does that
ho!
work for you?
Oh my god, no. I cannot.
My nightmare.
Oh, jeez. We'll talk about it after the sesh. Okay.
Well, I guess head northeast road across the river and then north.
Mhm.
Does that make
And
sense?
then follow the bank. Yeah.
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 Okay, so you guys begin to head out of town. Let's see. So you guys head out of town. You received word from the woodcutter Vaughn that he found basically like the remnants of a small temporary camp, right? So something along the lines of basically like a campfire and some stuff, and he heard them talking. Oh no, he actually heard them talking, right? And that's why he got out of there. So you guys are headed into the woods in order to try and find where like this camp was. So what I want to do with this is to let's do a skill test. Okay, so this is going to determine if you guys are able to find the camp and if you run into any trouble along the way. So if you guys have a skill that you think would apply to exploring the wilderness here, then go ahead and let me know. I will say that applicable abilities are going to be these are going to be like reason and intuition type abilities as you're searching the woods for your objective.
I have search. That seems appropriate.
So
one-
search,
It's an intrigue skill.
yeah, that's an intrigue skill, right? You're going to be looking for like exploration skills. Search is like, hey,
So,
I'm in this
okay.
room. There's this desk, right? Do I find the hidden trigger?
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I don't really have anything other than the stuff that's gonna be useful if we actually find the camp, like sneaking
Yeah,
in.
I
alertness,
haven't-
but it's
So then,
no,
yeah, you
I
could
don't
just
have-
either make a reason or an intuition test if that's the case.
I'll make a reason test. We're all doing one, right?
Yes, it's like a skill test, right? So each of you guys is gonna roll, and if you have a skill you want to apply and can convince me, then you can apply that skill.
The only exploration skill I've got is climb, so unless you tell me there's a hill to get up, then...
I mean, there are other ways to use the climb skill, right? Draw Steel explicitly, and me also, I agree. If the players can figure out interesting ways to use their heroes' abilities, then, dude, like, that's dope.
Yeah.
I have, because I'm an elf, I have high senses. I have an edge on abilities to notice threats. I think that's kind of what we're looking for, but I don't know if that's like people in hiding immediately near us.
We'll see if that comes into play later. Right now, we're just searching.
Okay.
Huh.
Gotcha.
So Yen got a tier 2.
Dang.
Vic got a tier 1. Ooh,
They got
and
trash.
Inavir got a dirty tier 3.
It's those high
Okay.
senses.
Okay. Very good, guys. So that is a success. So you guys enter the woods. You guys head your way up the river here. And you're searching through the woods, following the river. And you come across a small tributary coming from this area here. And you follow that tributary to the north, away from the main river, the Dun River, and you come across a smallish lake with an island in the middle.
Oh.
Let me see if.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is pretty cool, man. They like hid different pieces of the map that I can reveal from the journal. It's pretty dope.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so you guys arrive at this lake, and there's water lapping gently against the shore. There's an island at the center about 400 feet away, so a little over a football field, maybe a football field and a half. On that island, you can clearly see a stone and wood fort that stands on it, but it's kind of hard to make out any further details than that. Nearby on the shore where you guys are, sort of where the tributary leads out from the lake, you see that there is a wooden raft that's big enough to carry probably 6 to 8 people comfortably. It rests on the shore, and there's 3 paddles and a long steering pole that rest beside that raft.
You said that's on our side.
Yeah, it's on your side here on the shore. Okay. We'll say that it's midday. There's like the sounds of insects chirping and motes of dust through the air as the bright sun sort of beats down on this edge. You guys are sort of on the edge of like the forest, right? Seeing this scene. You guys aren't just like out in the open, 400 feet looking at this fort. But this is the scene that you guys see before you, and you have a few moments here to decide how you want to proceed. Over to you, team.
Can we see any of these rafts on up against the island?
Make an intuition test.
Can I probably can't use search.
No, this is not a search.
I have high senses though, made to notice things, notice threats. Maybe.
Fine.
Yes. What do my elf eyes see? Come on.
Yikes.
Nothing. Apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently nothing.
I'll have you for nothing.
You do not see any rafts on the. But
Guys,
there's lots of
either
bushes that could hide
there's
them.
nothing
I don't know,
there.
see. Yeah, there's nothing there.
Or they're on the other side of the island.
Yeah.
My thought though is with this raft here on our side, they're out for the day.
All right, let's go down to Vic.
Yeah, I kind of want to just sit here and almost set up on the raft and wait. As long as we don't disturb anything, there's not really a lot of evidence of us having been here. So yeah, I would want to talk to the group about setting up a position to watch and wait. We'll give it hours, if not a day, to see if anybody comes through that raft.
Okay.
It's like stakeout.
Stakeout.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Yen?
Give us a chance to observe them and then make a decision on what to do.
Yen is fine with the idea, but she wants to look at the fort to see if it's looking like in a state of disrepair, if there's a sign of life, like smoke coming out of a chimney or something, any signs that there's activity in the fort.
All right, make
It's
a
occupied.
make an intuition test.
I don't have any skill for that, so straight and just nail it.
Oh, very good. Okay. You are able to see. You're able to look and observe this scene so well that if the next time someone tries to figure out something about the island or about the fort, they're going to have an edge on the test. Okay, Yen? Don't forget.
Okay.
What you see is that from where you guys are on the island, that the wood portion of the fort is fairly well made. It's recently made. And even though it's daytime, you catch just like the shimmer of like fire coming from inside of the fort. There's some heat source that's distorting the air that you can see above the walls, suggesting, either, like a largish campfire or maybe a cooking area or something like that. There is activity inside the fort.
Okay. I'll share that with Vic and Inavir.
Mm-hmm.
As Vic probably tries to point out places for us to lie in wait, because I'll defer to his expertise.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the way we can look at it is either if we see people in the fort, we can either go across the water, try and deal with whatever's in the fort, if it's even something we can deal with.
Mm-hmm.
And, like we take care of that half while the other half is out and about, or we wait for the other half to come back, whoever's out and about, and potentially reinforcements from the fort start rowing across the water.
Okay.
While we're dealing
Dividing
with
and
them.
conquering makes a lot of sense. Yeah,
Okay.
if that's possible. Like
Vic.
I agree. Like at least we might
go
see
ahead.
the day cycle of the fort.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That delay is killing us.
Yeah, it
Right.
is. Okay. Vic, I am going to give you a little bit of a choice here.
Oh.
You can either A, try to help everyone's hide test by, scoping the area out a little bit and figuring out where best to post everybody. This is going to be a test to help. So you can help, or you can make it harder by pointing out the wrong spots. It's going to be a medium reason test for you. Or you can leave it up to everybody to just sort of hide in the area on their own.
No, I would definitely want to assist them.
Okay.
Because I have the sneak skill, and so I feel like that's where I would just lean anyway. Is
Okay.
I know how to try and help people go unnoticed. So,
All right, so this will be a reason test, and you can add the sneak skill.
okay, reason, skilled, rolled.
Okay.
Oof.
Tier 2, very good. So now when everybody makes their checks to hide, you will have an edge.
Yay.
And you can choose either agility or agility, reason, or intuition for this. Since you guys are basically giving yourselves time to settle in, you could use just your pure, physical ability to find a good spot to hide, your observation, or just knowledge. So you can pick one of those, and if you have a skill like the hide skill, then you can apply
Yeah,
that.
I was gonna say I use my sneak. Yeah.
Actually, is there a hide skill? Yeah, so actually, so you rolled a tier 2 anyway, but yeah, there is a hide skill. This is the better one, because you're not trying to move, right? You're
Okay.
not trying to sneak from one spot
Sure.
to another.
Yeah. I'm sneaking in place.
So we got to make just
Okay, then I don't have a skill to add.
check with an edge.
15, very good.
The guy
And actually, did you give yourself an edge, Vic?
I didn't even add the edge, so whoops.
All right, so that's a tier 3 for you. Tier 1 for Inavir, and a tier 2 for Yenica. So, half of you guys, that was a medium test. So, let me double check. Medium test. So, a tier 2 overall is a failure, or it's a success with a consequence. So, you guys are able to hide sort of like around this area where you saw the raft. This appears to be the main embarkation point between the shore and the fort on the middle of the lake. Success with the consequence. So
Do
this
we not
is cool.
know the consequence yet?
Yeah, no, I love the tables, but it definitely puts a little bit extra on the director to kind of like, oh, what would be a fun consequence?
I feel like when
You know
you
what?
hide, whether you do a good or bad job, you don't know until
Yeah.
it's too late.
Yeah, because I'm having trouble figuring out like a fun like narrative consequence. All I'm gonna say is I'm just gonna give myself an extra malice whenever you guys are in combat next for this.
Okay.
That's sort of like the default. Like I can't think of anything else. Consequence. So
Bad luck.
yeah. I am gonna roll something. So you guys are having to do the stakeout for like the whole afternoon, right? You're like getting bit by bugs, it kind of sucks. As you go throughout the day, you guys hear the footsteps of people approaching this area. They approach the area, and you can hear them talking a little bit low voices. But you guys are well hidden, and really trying to get a better listen to what they're saying would reveal you. What you do see is that they approach the shore, but they don't go to the raft that you guys saw. Rather, they go to some bushes a little bit further down the shore to the left, and drag out onto the water a different raft. And so they take that raft out onto the water, grab the oars and the poles, and you see them make their way across the lake to the fort.
How many were there?
And they float away out of earshot.
So they float away out of earshot. Halfway across the lake to the fort is probably out of earshot between all the noise, of them moving over the water and getting over there. We'll say there was about 6 of them, yen, and we're now the sky is sort of turning the light orange and reds of sunset over to you guys.
That's potentially very clever if they sabotage that raft. That would be like the first one that people use, if that's what that was. That'd be a clever
Or if it's
trap.
just if the watchout sees somebody get in that boat and head their way, we already know we don't use that boat. That's not one of us.
Got social engineering to discover trespassers.
Or they could have 2 parties
I-
for raiding. There could be a second party out raiding somewhere else.
Yeah. There's all kinds of. I definitely don't want to touch that other boat now, though. Like that thing could be booby trapped or a wolf. Like I want to wait till tomorrow and see if they come back across.
Or
Use the
under cover of
guide.
night to just go investigate that raft. Like we might be able to figure something out in the short term.
Oh,
'Cause,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
there-
we
if
can
there's
go
no
look
light
at it
sources
shortly.
around it,
Yeah.
then they won't see us looking at it.
That's fine.
Okay, so you guys want to wait a little bit, utilize the cover of night to scope stuff out?
Totes.
Okay. So you guys wait a little while longer. You guys enjoy maybe like just a cold dinner of jerky, nuts, whatever you guys brought with you as far as rations are concerned. And it's very dark. The moon hasn't risen yet, so it's only stars illuminating the area, but you guys can move over and investigate the raft. So whoever would like to investigate it, please make a reason test.
I'm going to use my search skill to search for hidden crap on this.
You can use your search skill on this one.
I'm looking for like lines not fully tied or like deliberate attempts of sabotage or ways of alerting people. Okay, so
Perfection.
skilled.
Vic, any skills you want to try and sell me on?
No. Just the. I don't have anything that I think would be useful for this one,
Okay, Yenica?
other than sneaking and trying not to be spotted from across the way.
Yeah.
Yannicka will check out the raft too. She's actually looking for something slightly different. Traps. She wants to determine whether, if there's a way of telling if the pole or the oars had been potentially used recently, or they looking bleached dry. So, in other words, is this something that could have been using across the river today, or is it something that could have been out there for days? In which case, it should be very dry. So she's focusing on if she can determine that.
Okay, yeah, sure. All right, so it looks
I don't
like
need a time frame. Like, yeah.
No, it's fine. So Innovere rolled. Looks like you got a tier 2 there. So the raft, as you approach it, like it's almost like comical, like how strong this smell is. It's got chemicals that the wood has been drenched in that make it flammable. Also, you even said this specifically that you want to look for it. The twine and things that are used to lash the logs of the raft together, they look fine from the top, but sort of like looking at the side and the bottom, you can see that some of them are cut after the knots were all tied, making it very susceptible to, if anything were to strike it on the bottom or put any undue strain on it, that it would just come apart.
Clever girl.
I just wonder what kind of dingleberry booby traps a freaking raft with flammable material. It's a raft, like water's gonna wash across the top anyway.
Yeah, but it's like soaked, right? It's like soaked past just that outside. Let me kick to.
Flaming
We're
arrow
gonna
from the
burn your
fort.
boat down in the water.
It's like a Viking that we're on top of.
All right, so Yen and Vic, let me get
funny.
your guys' your reason tests.
Yeah, no skill.
Probably isn't quite as important there. So.
What? Get the.
Look at that.
Yep.
Can I save that for some other role that matters to me?
You can save the memory of it so that when you roll worse, you're like, I wish I had that
memory.
19 again.
Okay, appreciate it. Just gonna tuck that away right here. Save that for later.
We got another tier 2 and a tier 3. The tier 3 would have revealed to you that there is another raft nearby hidden in the bushes, but clever roleplay and strategery already revealed that to you guys. And then Yen, the oars and pole here they're not wet. They haven't been used since you guys have been here.
Yeah. I mean, after Innovator's discovery, I think it became very clear now it's just out of bait, so.
Mm-hmm.
Can we look around for a third raft?
You sure can.
All right, let's look around for a third raft. Is that another
All right.
reason test?
This will be an intuition test for you
What is it?
guys.
Justin's like, it doesn't really matter what the test is, but yeah, go for it.
He's like, I
No,
can use my
intuition
too.
test. Let's see what happens.
Yeah,
Yep, interview.
you can tell that there's not another boat around.
Pick. Look, man, the adventures, whatever.
Oh, you want us to all roll them?
Yeah, everybody roll, please. You guys are looking for another raft.
Okay.
Remember that 19 you had?
We ain't
It'd be
found.
nice if you had that 19 right now. Boy, that memory
Yeah.
just keeping you warm and fuzzy.
Mhm.
So there's people that live on this island. It doesn't make any sense for there to only be one raft that goes back and forth. You guys do find another raft. There's not a decoy next to this one, but it's a little bit further off to the east. But it's also hidden in the bushes. But because you guys were literally looking in bushes for another raft, you guys find it with an average tier 2.
All right, guys. Well, do you guys want to approach under the cover of darkness?
Sure.
That sounds
I
like
feel
a
like
plan.
we have means of
There's-
ingress.
It's also Jackson.
I love how our plan made it where there's even more people in the fortified position that we have to assault now.
I think that was already true, Vic.
No, it's always
Oh,
been that
man.
way.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Vic, the way I see it is there are now no people behind us, likely, and they don't know we're coming, and we know where they are.
Okay.
I'd say that's
You,
all.
you just hold on to that silver lining.
It's just sunshine and rainbows from here on out.
Yep.
There's also something else we could do. We could, rather than
Patty
just
cake?
well, if it's time from a full-on assault, we could plan to sabotage their rafts. We could
We
wait
just
for them.
switch the rafts.
We just leave them all trapped on the island. Haha! Suckers.
That is
Got
still-
you good, you rookie fuck.
I mean,
We're just gonna siege them. We're just gonna starve them out.
Yeah.
no, but we could sabotage at least. We could do the job that they did. We could do the soaking of the fuel and stuff, but we could certainly mess with the twine or cut them, and we could just wait for them to go out again tomorrow, and then we could just deal with what's behind. Now we
Why would we leave them boats at all? Just tie a rope to it and drag. We're just gonna like cut the twine so they've got all the materials they need to just rebuild the boat real quick.
What would we do? We'd be using
Oh,
quickly
man.
if they want to try and get away.
Yeah.
They'd have to.
Well, I mean, I'm
No.
also thinking about
I
this
think
as a
we're-
player. Like, it's gonna be us next session, so what we choose
Yeah.
to do now, we follow through on without more players with us. So
Yeah, it's either we're going at them or we should have stayed on the other side of the lake and waited for a group to leave. That way we had whatever group this is split. Now they're all together, so
it's convenient. That's a target-rich
Yeah,
environment. Vic.
that's fine. Yeah, we've got them right where we want them.
That's right. This is all part of the plan.
And fight in every direction. Yeah. I guess we're gonna start scoping out this fort and coming up with a plan of entry.
Justin, do we get the sense that from like our scouting earlier and Yen's like really good take of this, like once we get onto this island, like is it just like a bare bones like no man's land between the shore and the fort walls?
So there is.
Or do we have like cover?
There is a little bit of space. The fort takes up the vast majority of the island. There's only maybe about 20-ish feet from the edge of the island to the fort itself.
So like 4 squares,
Yeah, 4 squares.
since everything's in squares.
Yeah. There's like
Um,
between 4 and 5 squares, pretty much.
Okay, so we can make that.
Yeah.
And then we have the special boots. We can run. How high are the walls? Can we like run up the walls?
The walls are 2 squares high.
Ooh, we could totally run over these walls, and we could throw the boots back over.
What the?
These boots are made for.
These boots are made for climbing.
Yeah.
I mean, all I need is a sentry walking by, and I can teleport up there. So you guys do
That's
what
true.
you got to do.
Oh.
I pass judgment on him, and all of a sudden I'm standing next to him, tapping him on the shoulder, going, "What's up, bud? What's up?"
Now that it's nighttime, do we see like torches and like lookouts on the walls and stuff?
You see that from within the fort that there are a couple sources of orange light, as you know whatever's going on inside. You know, just the daily activities.
So it doesn't look like there's walls like around the inside of like pathways, like catwalks.
No, it does not appear to be so. However, there is like no, there isn't any like catwalks or like like towers or anything. You know what I mean? It's a palisade.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Sweet.
Let's see. There actually
Then,
to the
then any watchman might be outside.
yeah. There is you can see like actually oh wait, I just saw the art. There is a bit of a tower. There's like one tower. But it's like about a quarter mile away, right? So it's hard to tell like if it's manned. It's not there isn't torches on it. Because
And we're
torches
assuming
are
they're
actually really
humans who
bad for
can't
night
see
vision.
in the dark.
Yeah.
They might just be seeing us on the banks of the river right now.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's hard for you to see to the fort, and it's hard for the fort to see to you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, how do you guys want to play it?
I mean, we just keep approaching. Let's go scout out the fortress and see what we're facing, see what we're dealing with, and make a decision then. If we get up there and there's like 8 people and we can split them up, great. If we get up here and there's 40 people, I'm going to dip out.
Yeah, we'll ferry ourselves back across and
Yeah.
circle the wagons.
You bravely
You
ran
guys
away.
can leave with me if you want to, but I'm going back.
This is what I'm doing.
All right. So,
Let's do it.
So, under the cover of the night sky, our 3 heroes grab oars, a steering pole, and push this raft out onto the waters of this lake. As they do so and move away from the shore, we'll begin to fade to black, and we'll see what happens to our adventurers next time as we rejoin to continue the Delian 2.
Love it.
I hate when you do that. I'm sitting here like, oh God, what are we gonna see? What are we gonna next week, mother?
Next week, gotta go.
Bravo. Well done,
All
sir.
right. We'll see you guys next time. I'm gonna stop recording.
Later.